Welcome to the righteous sphere. We separate the gray areas over here. We don't do the lying like those other places. No. We don't do no fucking lying over here. You're gonna get the truth.
Is the way he challenges the black elite. He talks about the black elite that's on TV and speaks that honest truth that we've always talked about on this platform, that a lot of times the worst ideas get out to the black community because the Negroes on TV care nothing about actually going in and building for the community. And the reason they don't is because if they do that, they'll be punished. They'll be taken off the platform and replaced by somebody who plays ball. They'll be punished. They'll be taken off the platform and replaced by somebody who plays ball.
See this one. These two have been waiting for this one for quite some time, and to be honest, so have I.
They ask for the truth, but they can't handle it. They want to remain stupid. Don't be thirsty. It's not attractive anymore. Don't be a thirst bucket.
Salute, and welcome to class, guys. It's Sunday school. It's Sunday night school, guys. How y'all feeling? Wipe your feet on the like button. Keep in mind that we don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, or emotions. We cater to the truth. We cater to common sense, and we do not complicate it, guys. So we here, and we're going to have ourselves an adult, grown-up conversations. We're going to tuck the ego. We're going to tuck the fucking pride. We're going to tuck all that bullshit our hell of a mother taught us. We're going to tuck all that away, and we're going to have a logical, adult conversation, guys, because we're adults, right? We're adults. We drink, we smoke, we F, we suck, we do all that stuff that adults do, so that to call ourselves adults. So to be able to have a grown-up conversation, we should be able to do that. That's easy. That's easier than all that other stuff I just mentioned, being an adult, right? So let me take the time now Zone, can you take anybody to the lockers? Anybody that might need to go to the lockers and grab a common sense cap and put that cap on and then come back to the class? Can you go take them down, Zone? Or they might just need to get escorted straight on out the school, because we don't lie over here. We don't bash women. We don't hate women. We don't hate men. We don't hate simps. We don't hate Pookie. We just love over here, because the truth is love. So, Zone, can you do that? While you do that, I'm going to hit you up, because I already know what you want. I already know what you want, Zone. Thanks for the $5 donation.
You wasn't hate when the motherfucker was living, goddammit. Now the motherfucker dead. Fuck this son of a bitch. Fuck him, goddammit, and fuck anybody with his ass. Yeah. Y'all know the motherfucker ain't no good. You want, look, all you motherfuckers been snitching for him and shit. Now you standing up in here, goddammit, talking about preach it, preacher, preach it, preacher. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that. I'm gonna shoot your ass too, motherfucker. Keep on. You gonna get shot too, nigga. You gonna get shot. God bless the fool, goddammit. God bless the fool. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna end this goddamn thing. Look, where's that goddamn money bowl at? Who got that money bowl? We taking that money right now for you leave this bitch. We ain't leaving out here for free, motherfucker.
Word, y'all going down with Zone, going with Zone. And please don't wait till my live stream is over and my back is turned to throw your little paper at me, all right? We here to tell the truth, and that's what we do here, guys. I need y'all to understand before we go forward today, because today you're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn a lot about what I do over here. You're going to learn a lot about me, you know what I mean? Because they call me Abraham for a reason, guys. So we definitely, I can't mention this poly. We can't have a grown up adult conversation without removing all the hearsay and without removing all of the secondhand information and what this person told you and what that person told you. In order to go and find out what's the real deal with these polyamorous relationships, we got to go to the Bible, guys. You know what I mean? We got to go to the Bible. So keep that in mind. Keep this in mind today. With this live stream, it's a real educational live stream, guys. It's a spiritual awakening. So if you came for entertainment, if you came for one of the reaction lives or one of my reaction commentaries, then go catch Zone before he go. You know what I mean? Because that's not what I do all the time, guys. You know what I mean? I'm here to educate you guys. I'm not really gonna be the entertainment guy that y'all looking for all the time, guys. I'm gonna teach y'all my life. I'm gonna teach y'all how I made the covenant with God. So is this gonna take believing? You just gotta believe. You see the thumbnail, guys. You got to believe, because I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, right? But let's remove all of the stupid shit you heard about polygamy and all that, right? The red pill and all that bullshit. Polygamous relationships are for men who are doing the work of God, bro. You know what I mean? If you're not doing the work of God and godly work, then there's no need for you to have two helpmeets. You see, because polygamous relationship really is for the women. It has nothing to do with you, bro. And we can't get like these bitches and run around here with this entitlement mindset, bro. The poly has nothing to do with you, sir. It's all about the women, right? It's all about the woman. Understand that. I don't give a fuck what you heard up until this point. I done asked y'all to remove that shit before you sit down in my class, bro. Because that's the shit that's keeping y'all stagnant and making the same stupid mistakes, looking for different results. All right? Polygamy relationship is for guys who are doing the work of God, bro. If you don't have no skills on what it takes to build a family, bro. I mean, like a lineage, a legacy. You know how Abraham did it? Motherfucker, Abraham had Jacob, Isaac, Ishmael, and it goes on and on and on. You see, that's a lineage. If you don't have the skills to pay the bills, And a lot of us don't, because our mothers start us in the back of the line with the skills to pay the bills. Because in these poly relationships, you have to be emotional intelligent, bro. If you one of these niggas where your emotions and your focus is all over the place, forget about it, bro. Forget about it, bro. And I'm talking about a serious poly relationship. I'm not talking about two little dirty little ratchet hood rat lesbian bitches that ain't decided on their identity yet. So they both want to fuck you, but they kind of share you. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a real polygamous relationship, guys. You know what I mean? I already see a lot of people done clicked off already because I ain't kicking that shit that they... I tell you, go to them other channels, bro. Go to them channels where they ain't got no bitches. Them niggas ain't even never smelt two coochies in a room at one time. You know what I mean? Go to them and let them fill your head with all of this. It's the woman, it's the woman, it's the woman, the woman. You know what I mean? Go there. Because that's not what we do here. I tell you the truth with no gray area. You know what I mean? With no gray area, guys. It is for men and women who are building legacy, guys. This is why it's not going to work in the black community. Black community, too selfish. The black community got entitled men and entitled women. And they're entitled to success. Not only are they entitled to other people's shit, they're entitled to success. You need total teamwork, guys, to make this thing work. All right? And enough of me rambling. Let me get straight on into some work, guys. Let me get straight on into some work with you guys. Like I said, I got a video too. I got video today, but it ain't gonna be the normal reaction and what we do. You know what I mean? I'm gonna really get y'all to work today, guys. All right? So sit tight. Let me get this done.
What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Black women, what's wrong with you voting for Barack Obama? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
All right, so let's start it out. This verse and this scripture right here is one of my favorite verses and scriptures because it defines me. You could sub out Abraham's name. When you read it, where it says Abraham, sub out Abraham's name and put your name, sir. I want you to sub out Abraham's name and I want you to put your name wherever it reads Abraham. And you'll see how powerful this verse is when it comes to believing in the power of God. You know what I mean? Because that's what it's about. If you don't even believe in the power of God, then you could wrap that poly shit up because you're already starting off on the back end. I just told you a poly relationship is for a God-fearing man on his purpose. It ain't for no dude that just be wanting to get on by, skate on by. All right, so let me show you the powerful verse that I stand on, guys. This verse right here describes Mr.Goodbread. When you look at it, those of y'all that have gotten to know me and those of y'all that know my story, y'all already know. Let's read this out loud, guys. Genesis 12:1 through 20, guys. Now the Lord said to Abraham, to Mr.Goodbread, go from your country and your kinders and your father's house to the land that I will show you. The land he showed me was this YouTube shit. He told me to go from that hip-hop world, because I was in the hip-hop. I was a rapper. So I was in the world. I was engaged in the devil music, and I was in the world. I was in that land. I was in that country. He said, leave that country. And he brought me to the YouTube world. And I will make of you a great nation. And boy, when I went from Good Money Gus to Mr.Goodbread, that was that great nation that he made. And I will make of you a great nation, and I will bless you and make your name great, so that you will be a blessing. And not for nothing, guys, I feel it. Every time I get one of these comments, and salute to you, Diane Boston, 1821. Every time I get one of these comments, it reminds me how much of a blessing I am for people that want the work. Again, I'm not here to be your dancing monkey or to be your clown. I'm here for those who want the work, who want the help. I don't understand why people that want to lie and eat crab legs and benefits from the lies, why they be feeling so offended when us truth tellers get on here and talk to the people that want the truth. If you don't want the truth, get the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody bothering you. Ain't nobody doing nothing to you. That's you doing it to yourself. You want to continue to live in la la land and let's pretend land. Ain't the motherfucker doing nothing to you, but I love these. These right here let me know how blessed I am. You know what I mean? So that you will be a blessing. I'm a blessing to people. You're a blessing to people when you helping and not being selfish. Remember, substitute your name in the beginning. Substitute your name where it says, now the Lord said to whatever your name is, and just follow along. Just read along, guys. But you got to make the covenant. This is the sacrifice I made. Remember when we talk about the Cain and Abel story, when God asked who going to sacrifice? I went and I took my whole rap career, that whole rap shit, and I threw that shit out the window. I threw that shit right in the fire, right? To do this. And what's this? This is the work of God. I was doing the devil work because that hip hop music, that's the devil work. That's the devil work. Even though my lyrics was red pill and all of that, I was helping the devil move forward, push forward. You know what I mean? Push forward his agenda. I sacrificed that shit, bro. I sacrificed that, guys. This is why I get on here and talk the way I talk. My confidence is my swag. You already feel it. You feel it, guys. You feel it, bro. When I speak, you feel it, bro. My curse words don't even sound like curse words. You know what I mean? But in any event, listen what he say. I will bless those who bless you. Why y'all think can't none of y'all, any one of y'all that have watched at least, I want to say a month worth of my content or 4 videos, you have seen a change in your life. I'm not talking to the people that's watching me just to wait till I fall on my face or thinking that I'm going to break, waiting for me to break, make my first mistake. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about you guys that know it's something different here and it's something interesting here. Something new here, something real here. You guys, say word, you haven't seen a difference in your life since you found my channel, guys. Don't even lie, bro. I will bless those who bless you. You guys bless me every time you give me your attention because that's my job. My job is to grab your ears. That's the work of God. That's what I'm doing. However I got to do it. However I got to do it. I will bless those who bless you, and him who dishonor you will curse. I ain't never, ever, ever feel threatened by anybody. That's why I tell y'all, I'm not your competition. Nobody who ever done me wrong ended up in a better position than me. And half the times, I don't even know if they was intentionally or trying to do me wrong. But did you hear what I just said, guys? And this is not nothing in my power and my doing. When God say, no weapon formed against you shall prosper, that's the shit he talking about. He got your back when you ain't got your back. I'm sure so many motherfuckers then grouped up, teamed up, and tried to devise a little wicked scheme to fuck me over, and it all backfired. I ain't feel it. I don't, not the fact, not only do I not know about it, so they think, but I ain't feel it, and it end up fucking blowing up in their face. And that's a fact, guys. And in you, all the families of the earth shall be blessed. When I get on here and I open my mouth and I call out wicked behavior, I'm blessing the families. I'm blessing the people. I'm giving the people a chance that want to be family, the people that want to live right, a chance. Because when you hear me calling out the fuck shit, you automatically know, all right, I'm not bugging. So that is wrong. I'm not going to normalize that wrong shit in my mind and then be running around here doing this wrong shit. And I've been doing this wrong shit so long that it's now normalized to me. No. That's why every breath every time I open my mouth, bro, I don't give a fuck if it's bad grammar or not. You gonna feel it. You gonna feel it. So Abraham All right. And you all, the families of the earth, shall be blessed. So Abraham went as the Lord, he told him. Exactly. Lord, when he call you, don't be a dummy. When he call you and he show you the things he need to show you, don't be a dummy. Jump for that shit just like you jump for that fans only bitch with the fat ass, bro. When she call you, like, can you cash at me? When God call you, jump for that, bro. Don't be sitting there talking about, I'll give you next time. No. So Abraham went as the Lord had told him. I was going, bro. You ain't have to. You ain't got to ask me twice. And Lot went with him. He had his man. You know what I mean? He had his man with him. Abraham was 75 years old when he departed. See, and this is key. He was 75 years old. A lot of you niggas would have been like, I'm already too old. I'm too this. I'm too that. Because the belief ain't in you. The belief ain't in you. It start with the belief. You got to believe, bro. You got to believe, bro. You know what I mean? It was an easy decision for me. So I ain't want to be no 40-year-old rapper. I ain't want to be no 40-year-old rapper. So when he said, go do this, it was easy for me to go do this. Fuck, I'm stripping with him for. No, I'm not too old to be starting a YouTube channel. I mean, then you guys start telling yourself all types of shit to stagnate you and to keep you in procrastination mode. You got to go. And Abraham took Sarah, his wife, and Lot, his brother's son, and all their possessions that they had gathered, and the people they had acquired in Haran. And they set out to go to the land of Canaan. When they came to the land of Canaan, all right, and that's the scripture. Hold on, let's go to the next one. Genesis 17:1-27. When Abraham was 99 years old, the Lord appeared to Abraham. This was his second visit now, because he did the first visit and he blessed Abraham with all of those things because Abraham went. Abraham never hesitated. When God called him, he never hesitated. He sacrificed all that shit and went. He went. Now God left him for a minute. God gave him some promises that he was going to do for him and then disappeared on him. So Abraham had a chance to sit there and be like, and not believe it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, how many of y'all would have forgot about the deal that God told you he was going to do for you because you would have been like, oh, fuck that nigga. That nigga he told me this bullshit and then disappeared. I ain't see the nigga in years. 10 years later come and God come back. When Abraham was 99 years old, the Lord appeared to Abraham and said to him, I am God Almighty. Walk before me and be blameless, and I may make my covenant between me and you, and may multiply you greatly. Then Abraham fell on his face, and God said to him, behold, my covenant is with you, and you shall be the father of multitude of nations. No longer shall your name be called Abram, but your name shall be Abraham, for I have made you the father of multitudes of nations. Guys, I swear to you now, I got this message right here. I am the father of nations, guys. This is why my message is my message, guys. This is why I tell you all the time, this is a man problem. I know it's a man problem, and I need all men to stick together. All men is nations. All men as nations need to stick together to conquer the evil. You know what I mean? I tell you no lie. I get nothing out of race agitating or telling you some dumb shit, guys. Nothing. Genesis 18:14. Is anything too hard for the Lord? At the appointed time, I will return to you. About this time next year, and Sarah shall have a son. Now, guys, this is where we get into the story for today, because right there, God promised Sarah that she was going to have a son. Guys, look at this right here. And this is where I'm going to tell you how these women, even the good women, guys, they always going to do some dumb shit, bro. I told y'all that. I'm not bashing you ladies either, ladies. So I need you ladies to have some foresight. You know what I mean? Have some foresight with yourself. Understand that you're capable of doing some dumb shit. So try to be mindful and pay attention to your actions and your decisions, right? Because this man, God told Sarah, you shall have a son. And let's get into today's topic, guys. And let's see why polygamy relationships just not gonna work in the Black community. All right, let's get it. Now remember that, guys. God told Sarah she was going to have a son in that scripture right there. And I need y'all to remember, Sarah was a faithful lady. Sarah was she under the covenant. When Jesus made the covenant with Abraham, everything in Abraham's possession, everything under his umbrella was blessed. So she was a real one. She was a real one. Even the real ones do stupid shit, guys. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's all I'm trying to tell you, guys. So don't let them fool you.
After the excitement of exploring the desert and taking part in his very own war, Abram begins to take his life at a much slower pace. Whilst he's still in contact with his God.
This is why I tell you guys, right? Remember I say, everybody start the game out as Adam, right? We all start out as Adam, beta males, you know what I mean? We all start out as beta males. It's our job, guys. It's our job, not our mother, not our shorty. It's our job to make time, go the other way from the ways of the world and get to God, guys, so that we can change our armor and go from Adam to Abraham. I'll be wanting to tell y'all Abraham, but a lot of you not going to get to Abraham level because you're just not going to believe in God. But there's other alphas in that Bible other than Samson that you want to turn yourself into to at least get some type of blessing. But ultimately, the ultimate alpha in the Bible, the ultimate sigma in the Bible is Abraham. You want to turn yourself into Abraham, bro. You want to go from Adam to Abraham. That is the goal as a man. As a man.
God, he does not find himself requiring the heroics displayed when saving Lot from the invading kings. Instead, we see Abram become more concerned with the more domestic aspects of life, as he
Exactly. That's like all of us. All of us are going to start out the first half of our life where we just wild stallions, we going crazy, running them up. And then as we start to wean in the second portion of our life, we get the caring and we want to be family and we start thinking about that legacy and shit like that. It's a natural feeling, guys.
he begins to consider his own heirs, or the lack of in this case. We learn in Genesis 15, titled The Lord's Covenant with Abram, that Abram is dismayed that he does not have a son of his own, and that when he dies, his estate will be inherited by Eliezer of Damascus, no more than a mere servant in his household. But we learn from the Bible that this would not be the case, and that Abram, despite being in his 80s by this point of the story, would indeed have a child. We are told in Genesis 15:4, Then the word of the Lord came to him, This man will not be your heir, but a son who is your own flesh and blood will be your heir. He took him outside and said, Look up at the sky and count the stars, if indeed you can count them. Then he said to him, So shall your offspring be. So God is pretty confident that Abram will indeed have a child, and if we look at the metaphor God uses by telling Abram to count the stars, it would imply that Abram would have many children, or grandchildren that is, and that his lineage would be great and many. Whilst Abram is content to accept God's words, on the account that God hadn't let him down thus far, there would perhaps have been some doubt in Abram's mind, especially when you consider that his wife Sarai was long past the age of conceiving.
That's a fact, guys. And that brings me to my next scripture, right? Modern women, they're not going to tell you, but they are worried about They all worried about this right here. This is what they worried about, guys. They don't have faith because when they hit that wall, all faith leaves them. But if they were doing right by God before they hit that wall, they wouldn't have to be so worried and frantic. Look what Sarah said here. So Sarah laughed at God when he mentioned that she was going to have a baby. She laughed at him. So that'll tell you right there how these are some bold women, bro. Even the good ones. Remember, Sarah's a real one now. She ain't a modern one. She a real one. So Sarah laughed to herself, saying, after I'm worn out and my Lord is old, shall I have pleasure? They can't fathom it. They can't fathom it. They can't fathom it. Not even the real ones, guys.
Sarai was well aware of this as well, and like Abram, she too desired a child and a family of her own. So desperate to achieve this goal, Sarai offers up one of her own slaves for Abram to impregnate.
Exactly. And enters the poly relationship, guys. And like I tried to tell you before, the poly got nothing on you. You can't authorize the poly. Your female got to authorize the poly. And in my experience, I'm not cool with that. I'm not cool with even letting a female have that much power over me, let alone two bitches. I'm not with it. I'm not with it, bro. I'm not with it. But in the poly relationship, guys, the female holds the power, bro. The female holds the power. You could play as cute as you want. You could, oh no, I hold the power. Yeah, all right. You sure about that, sir? I'm telling you, I'm not one of those dating coaches, whatever you want to call them, influencers that get on here and talk about somebody else's talking points. I'm telling you what I lived, bro. I'm telling you what I lived, bro, and what I've researched and found for living what I live. Like, you know what I mean? You ain't gonna have me in no shit and I don't do my research. So while I was in the shit, I'm doing my research. And this is what I find right here. And this is right. This story represents the this is what's gonna happen in your poly relationship. Because you can't read minds, sir. You don't know what one of them women is thinking about. And to tell you the truth, you will never get in a poly relationship with two traditional women. It's just not gonna happen, sir. You might have your one traditional woman who her heart is all the way in it. But I guarantee you, you'll have that one sister that's a real good chameleon. She chameleoned her way into that relationship. And she's gonna pretend until she get tired of pretending, guys. Guarantee you. And you ain't got nothing to do with that. You ain't got shit you can do but get your feelings hurt and get your feelings attached to the situation and start getting comfortable. And now you're mad and shit when you never had any control over that situation to begin with. Do you guys even understand how these hood poly situations go down? These hood poly situations go down on some drunken stupid shit because niggas be with these toxic women who be halfway lesbians anyway, right? So you get a halfway lesbian hurt, right, around a pretty girl, and you add alcohol, they'll start touching on each other. And then before you know it, because you're her man, you're playing the man role, you're in there like swim gear. You see how you don't control that situation. That is all controlled by the women, guys. You know what I mean? Or you can manipulate it. I'm not saying you can't manipulate the situation, but you know what you get for manipulating anything, bro. It's only right. You manipulate some shit, you get manipulation back, bro. What you give out is what you get back. See, they don't kick it like this, bro, because these niggas they need to keep y'all in fairy tale land for your cash apps, bro. I can't even do it to y'all like that. Wouldn't even do it to y'all. I like y'all to go into these situations hella prepared so nothing surprises you, bro.
The Bible tells us, now Sarai, Abram's wife, had borne him no children, but she had an Egyptian slave named Hagar. So she said to Abram, the Lord has kept me from having children. Go and sleep with my slave. Perhaps I can build a family through her.
And know how it's always these females initiating the disrespect of God, bro. It's always these females coming up with these elaborate schemes of things, right? You see that, right? And another thing I needed to touch on too, while we on this topic, guys, y'all do know that this whole deadbeat narrative and this whole father leaving the crib, that shit is not in the Bible because it does not really exist, bro. What does exist is that women left the nest, women left the garden, then women spent back and got the other woman to disobey the garden and alienate the man. That's the story of the apple. If you ask me, the story of the apple, the whole feminist apple, stems around alienation. It don't stem around no man leaving. The man ain't run off. Adam ain't run off out the motherfucking garden. Lilith ran out the garden. So we're gonna nip that in the butt too, guys. Don't let them beat you in your head with that shit either. All right. A few guys got out of there when they told the bitch they didn't want to be a dad to begin with. But then she hit them with the, oh, it's against my religion. It wasn't against her religion to fucking suck, but it's against her religion to keep a man baby who said he didn't want to have a baby. We know.
Whilst it cannot be confirmed, it is believed that Hagar was a slave earned by Sarai from Pharaoh during their stay in Egypt. So when Abram swindled the king out of resources in exchange for his wife, it is thought that Hagar was amongst those resources. Of course.
And mind you, guys, this is what I mean. What he just was talking about was the entanglement of Sarah. We'll go over that one another day. You know what I mean? Because poly works both ways, guys. You're gonna have to be strong enough to sacrifice your bitch, bro. How many of y'all niggas is strong enough to sacrifice your bitch for your peace? Huh? You know, it comes a time where you got to sacrifice your bitches for some peace. You're gonna have to sacrifice one of them hoes. Can't have everything. You know what I mean? How many of y'all know about that? You got to go over these things, man. You got to research stuff before you just jump your ass in it. You know what I mean? But yeah, the entanglement of Sarah, motherfucking Abraham and Sarah was said to be brothers, half brothers and sisters on some weird shit, guys. This is before it was against the rules to be incestual. You know what I mean? So Abraham told the king because Sarah was dope. Sarah was bad. So she drew a lot of attention everywhere she go. And this is why I tell you guys, be careful what you ask for. Y'all niggas be wanting girls until it's time for your girlfriend to go outside. Then you don't want no girl. Because you ain't healed. You got all them insecurities in you, and you're scared you're going to lose your bitch. So you want a girl, but you want to keep her in the house. You want to keep her in the house so that you know you don't make no money. You know you don't make nothing but $35,000 a year. And you want to talk this, oh, woman got to be in the house. I don't want my woman working for the white man. Nigga, if you don't cut it off, if you don't knock it off, bro, and send that bitch out there to go get that bag, bro, so that y'all niggas could clear $100,000 together at least. What the fuck wrong with y'all niggas, man? This is what I mean by going to them channels, them bebop channels. I'm going to call them the bebop channels and listening to all that garbage and all that foolishness. You know what I mean? We in the real world here. Only 1% of people got to worry about the shit y'all be going to them channels listening to. What about the other people, bro? What about the rest of God people? The people that ain't got $100,000. The game's still the same for them too, just on a lower scale.
Hagar has no choice in the matter, and so she obeys Sarai's commands and sleeps with Abram, getting herself pregnant. Going by her words, Sarai herself...
Mind you, Hagar had no choice, and it wasn't because Abraham put the pressure on her either. It wasn't because Abraham put the pressure on her. We know who put the pressure on her. And it's always like that, guys. We get the shitty end of the story though. We get the blame. They blame the shit on us. When they kickstart all of the foolishness. Remember, guys, we done saw the first paternity test. The first paternity fraud was between two women. You know what I mean? We done seen a mother convince her daughter to dance for a king to get another man killed. We done seen all of these acts in this Bible that we have seen in real life. So we not going to play, guys. You got to believe. You got to believe.
It does sound pretty bitter. She declares that the Lord has kept her from having children, a sentence that sounds almost accusatory. Like her being unable to conceive is entirely God's fault, which arguably it is.
How is it God's fault? It ain't God's fault for nothing. When he told her she was going to have a baby, he was going to have a baby. We on God time, and you can't be on your time. You can't force everything to make everything on your time. And we see this trait in a lot of women, bro. You know what I mean? Rushy and quick-footed is different from ambitious. You know what I mean? Being ambitious is one thing, and then being quick-footed is a whole different dummy right there. When you make hasty decisions without giving any thought, and when you make unholy decisions without having faith, you risk it for the biscuit, Sarah. And this is your one flaw. This is your one flaw in this whole story, sis. But it was a huge one, sis. And I got to call it out because you're a real one, guys. Listen to what I'm doing right now, guys. I'm checking a real sister in the Bible, bro. So you know I don't give a fuck about these fake sisters. If I could check a real sister in the Bible, bro, I could check a fake one all day, every day. But Sarah, that was fucked up of you, sis.
There is pain in Sarai's words as she says these words, perhaps even frustration at having her prayers go unanswered. We can tell she longs for a family and a child of her own, arguably more than Abram does, and yet she is kept away from such a reality through no fault of her own.
See, the one thing I'll give her credit for is she wanted a baby. She wanted to be a mother. She just didn't want a baby. She wanted to be a mother. And I think that's why God didn't punish her, because he knew her heart. You know how y'all bitches, God know my heart. He don't be knowing y'all bitches' heart. He knew her heart. He knew her heart. And her heart wanted to have a baby to be a mother to her king. She wanted to have a baby, you know what I mean, by Abraham. She wanted Abraham to be her baby daddy, bro. To be a mother. I think that's why she wasn't punished severely.
Her own. It is in an acrimonious tone that she tells Hagar to go and sleep with Abram, and that she takes absolutely no joy in this endeavor, but rather sees it as a heartbreaking and yet necessary choice in order to get what she wants. She states that perhaps she can build a family through Hagar, almost.
And that's key. That's key. A lot of you niggas be in these poly relationships letting bitches be lazy. Poly relationships ain't got nothing to do with sex. I told y'all niggas that. It ain't got nothing to do with sex. Poly relationships got everything to do with building this legacy for God. You know what I mean? She didn't get no pleasure out of that. You see that? She ain't had no problem. No problem. Like, go ahead.
Almost like Hagar is a bridge that will enable her to obtain that which she desires. It also shows us how much nerve Sarai has, that she will allow another woman to sleep with her husband just so that she can have the family that she always wanted. To Sarai, she compromises on the idea of having her own child, and settles for having the child of another woman, so long as she will be recognized as its mother.
Exactly, bro. So you play with them if you want. You think they in there not doing something for nothing if you want to believe that. They got their own agendas, bro. Remember, you're gonna have one. Not saying you're not gonna have one. You're gonna have one virtuous sister who's vulnerable. She is upfront. You know what I mean? She ain't got shit to hide. And then you're gonna have that other one that got their own agenda, bro. They got their own agenda. Those of y'all stick around, because after we finish this, we're going upstairs and I'm going to break it down. I'm going to show you. This is the world's most famous polygamous couple. I've been watching these guys for 10 years, yo. We've been watching these guys for damn near 10 years. You see the one with the circle on it? Her own agenda, right? Her own agenda. You know what I mean? And guys, this is crazy. What's this what I mean by lazy, right? Y'all let these bitches get lazy. Because the one all the way on the far left is the newest. She was the newest and the youngest one to join the batch. And she is damn near big and bloated already. She was the littlest and she was the cutest one to me. Fucked up already. Like, so y'all just get them and let them be lazy, bro. It's shit crazy to me, bro. Shit crazy to me. But in any event.
Abram, as you can imagine, agreed to these terms. The Bible tells us that yes, he does sleep with Hagar, and she does indeed conceive a child. It's hard to find fault in Hagar's character either, given that she is a slave, and is just doing what her mistress had told her to. It's all.
And make sure you keep that in mind. She was a slave for who? Wasn't no man. She was a slave from a woman. The woman had slaves, guys. Right, yeah. Uh-huh. You're an oppressor. They had slaves.
It's arguable that Hagar never even wanted a child in the first place, least of all the child of an 85-year-old Abram. You might argue that Abram and Sarai are the true sinners of this chapter, given that Abram willingly lies with Hagar and thus breaking the sanctity of marriage, but that Sarai orchestrates the conditions for this to take place. Sarai also demonstrates a lack of faith in God's message to Abram. Despite God telling Abram,
No. See, and this is why the girls get mad at the men, because the men, we be having the legal way out of accountability in the situation. Because why you say that, Mr. Goodbread? Simple. We are married. My body is no longer my body. Your body is no longer your body. So if your wife tell you to use your body, which is her body, to do something, you have to do that. And God knew that, and God told him, listen to what she say.
that he would have many children, Sarai does not for a minute think that she could possibly be their mother, which, given her age, is pretty understandable. Believers see the moral of this scenario as always putting your faith in God, even when
Right.
it seems impossible.
Right.
Sarai could have done this, but in this instance, she was faithless, and so she took matters into her own hands and sullied the essence of her own marriage.
Tax and accounting professionals, are you getting tired of getting paid measly fees, only working from January?
As we know, infidelity is a big sin and a defiling of the concept of marriage. It negates the
Exactly. And we also know that these women are way too emotional, and they didn't never was taught how to manage emotions. So it's just not gonna work. It's not gonna work. So Sarah hit you with the bipolar shit. She hit you with the bipolar shit that these women be doing, right? These women be authorizing shit. This shit got, man, listen, I got caught like this shit, bro. I got caught like this shit, bro. They be bipolar with it. They stick your dick in. No, don't stick your dick in. Oh, you stuck your dick in. You don't love me. I was just playing. I wanted to see. Like, yo, bro. It's like they'll go from stick your dick in to you was humping on her too hard. Like, come on, bro. It's better off. Your peace is priceless, bro. Your peace is priceless, bro. I'm gonna say it again. Your peace is priceless, bro.
premise that man and woman come together in one flesh, and that there should be no room for one like Hagar. Abram, on the other hand, should have turned down the offer, having known that by sleeping with Hagar, he would be breaching one of the fundamentals of God when it came to marriage. Instead of rejecting Sarai's offer and deciding to either forego children altogether and perhaps even wait for a miracle from God, he jumps at the opportunity to sleep with a far younger woman.
Exactly. Who not? Who not? Y'all shouldn't. Y'all done heard this story now, so I got y'all. See, I got y'all niggas. I got y'all little thirsty niggas. Now that you heard this story, your foresight should be up, bro. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I seen niggas ruin their relationship like this. I seen niggas with an insecure female, and they listening to these red pill coaches, so they go apply pressure on an insecure, real good female though, a one that they ain't have to force this poly shit on her, but they do, and they turn the good girls bad, and then they end up with no bitch. Niggas go from two little dust bunnies to no bitch.
I suppose you can argue that Abram didn't enjoy sleeping with Hagar and only did so out of a pragmatic approach to make his wife happy. But yeah, right? Hagar, of course, became pregnant, and on the one hand, while she may have been unconvinced about being forced to have a child with Abram, there is an argument that in a culture that viewed childbearing with such value, especially to a wealthy and influential man like Abram, Hagar would have been bestowed a higher status and considered blessed, perhaps even more so than Sarai, given her inability to conceive. Naturally, you can only imagine that Sarai was pretty salty over the whole thing.
Absolutely, bro. They're gonna be salty, yo. You heard what my sister said, right? It's a trap, bro. Y'all niggas, bro. It's a trap, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Can I tell y'all some real bullshit? Just do threesomes. You don't need a poly relationship. You don't need a poly relationship. Just do threesomes and call it a day. Boom, wash your hands and be done. But a poly relationship, like sitting around these two motherfucking attitudes all day, all night. And bro, when you in these poly relationships, you got to do your all to, you got, how you treat one is how you have to treat the other. And can I tell you something? It's never gonna be like that. You and your main shorty gonna have this unbreakable bond. And if y'all don't, you already know it's a recipe for disaster. But you and your shorty gonna have a unbreakable bond. So y'all gonna be fixing and mixing on the other oddball out, and that defeats the purpose of the whole poly relationship if y'all not really being vulnerable with each other. You sitting there trying to prove to your main shorty that she the main and the new joint ain't the new. Like, come on, bro. Like, whole time you off your purpose now, bro. Whole time you off your purpose. I do want you to know that, bro. You might as well, if you a nigga that spend 80% of time on your purpose and 20% of your time with the women, when you get into this poly relationship, bro, you might as well slash that 20. Get them another 20%. You going from 80 to 60% on your purpose, 40% entertaining bitches. Hope God with you.
Not only was Hagar, a mere slave, now considered more blessed than she was, but also the failure to produce a child was evidently not Abram's, but her own. This made Hagar, according to Sarai, turn her nose up at her mistress, and even come to despise her. After all,
Sarah, I'm sorry, Sarah, but I got to hit you with one of these. I never thought I would be hitting my girl Sarah with one of these, but I should I hit Miss Goodbread with one of these if it's warranted.
You dirty bitch! Look what you've done to my peonies!
They're marigolds!
Good God, I think she's right. They are marigolds.
I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one! You dirty...
according to Sarai, turn her nose up at her mistress, and even come to despise her. After all, she was carrying the hallowed child of Abram. What was Sarai carrying, if not envy? Whilst the Bible does not specify whether Hagar demonstrated haughtiness now that she carried Abram's child, it is possible that there was contempt towards Sarai for having been her slave.
Exactly. Now that's where it come into play, because now Hagar got one up on you, and we know women. It don't even be the fact that you cheated, bro. The fact that you cheated don't be the problem. As long as the bitch don't know your shorty and nobody in your shorty's circumference know the bitch, you good, nigga. It's only when you make your shorty look, you show your shorty up. You mess with one of her friends, her family member could go and tell her. That's when it's a problem, guy. Because it's all about saving face. It's all about the saving face spirit, guys. I want y'all to know that. I hope y'all grabbing. It's mad jewels being dropped on this live stream right now, guys. I hope y'all picking it up as fast as we dropping it, man.
It wouldn't be totally inconceivable that Hagar did rub Sarai's face in it and used her pregnancy as a way to demean Sarai and re-establish herself from beneath her mistress to above her. Sarai cannot even begin to control her emotions. She even starts to blame Abram for her misery, saying,
That's a fact. Y'all know that. Y'all know how it would be in real life right now, right? You hit like on another bitch post. Your shorty be swearing and go, oh, she thinks that she can fuck my man. And, oh, bruh, it's all about the ego and the pride, bro. It's all about ego and pride. And that's one thing they got to learn how to tuck. For them to be like, I'm not competing with nobody. I'm not. So then if you're not competing with nobody, your ego and pride shouldn't be that fragile, bro. You shouldn't really care about what anybody say or is doing. But again, a lot of people run around here and they do not be healed, bro. They do not be healed. And just like Sarah, she's showing traits of one of them women that was raised in a single mother household that ain't get no love. Because now she moving like a mismanagement where she just want a baby. Like you're doing everything. You're making bad decisions because of your feelings now. You see, when you get in your feelings and not in your logic, you remove yourself from God. You remove yourself from the face acting on your feelings. You got to stay in your mind and not in your heart. Your heart is a very deceitful organ, bro. It's shifty. It's shifty. You know what I mean? The brain is more balanced. The brain a little bit more balanced than the heart.
Saying, "You are responsible for the wrong I am suffering. I put my slave in your arms, and now that she knows she is pregnant, she despises me. May the Lord judge between you and me." It's probably one of the few times that Abram is actually faultless, given that he was only doing as his wife asked him.
Exactly.
Sarai seeks to throw all responsibility at Abram for what has happened.
All right, guys, so let it not be no surprise to you. They've been doing this shit since the days of the Bible, bro. This is when they go into you their punching bag mode because they're frustrated with a bad decision and not wanting to take accountability and owning up and facing the fact that you fucked up, sis. Congratulations, Sarah. You played yourself. And that's sad.
But Abram pretty much just shrugs his shoulders and tells her to do what she thinks is best.
Exactly. You see, when I tell you be silent, go into silent mode, you let her bug out. Bitch, you know what you told me to do, and I did that. So cut it out. You let her bug out. You go into silent mode. When they get in that mixed signal shit, start arguments and shit, they trying to get you out of character. They trying to analyze your emotions. Remember, I told you that. You be silent. Don't give them no analyzation. Let them bug the fuck out. As long as they don't hit you, you can leave. Leave and come back. She'll be all right.
Shows little regard for the child grown within Hagar, and you might say he seeks to put his relationship with Sarai first, as he attempts to remain indifferent. But we learn that Sarai begins to mistreat Hagar. The Bible doesn't tell us what Sarai does, but it is bad enough that Hagar flees into the wilderness of the desert. But it is here in the desert, near a spring, that Hagar runs into an angel of the Lord. The angel speaks to her, saying, "Hagar, slave of Sarai, where have you come from, and where are you going?" Hagar confides in the angel, telling him that Sarai had mistreated her, and that she was...
And that's a fact, guys. Ain't no man did that. It was a woman on woman, guys. Kick this woman out in the motherfucking desert with the baby, bro. That's ruthless, bro. That is ruthless, bro. And we know that modern women, they don't make good stepmommies, bro. They don't give a fuck. If that ain't their DNA, they could care less, bro, if they ain't benefiting. Proof is in the pudding, bro. The truth with proof. And I got my guy T.O. and the motherfucker, and it's only right that T.O. make this live stream, because T.O. already know I am Abraham, bro. What's going on, Elijah? T.O., you muted. Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, he definitely said it correct, man. He introduced it, you rolled it out correctly. Yeah, Eli, Abe, man, still at it, man. Yo, I had to jump on this one because the thing is now that more and more of and you part of this, bro. More and more knowledge and truth is being exposed, and more people are taking this thing, you know. And yeah, man, it's gonna end up where it's gonna end up. But for now, let's just see where it goes. That's my.
No doubt, T.O. No doubt, bro. So, you know what I mean? Hang out. We're going to open up the panel. Let me get through this.
fleeing from her. But the angel does not have much in the way of pity for her, as he simply tells her to return to Sarai and submit to her. However, he does offer some consolation, in that he will increase Hagar's descendants and that there will be so many of them that they will be too numerous to count. You might say that his question to Hagar is rather insightful. Where have you come from, And where are you going? It is such a question that not only believers can benefit from asking themselves, and that it also allows one to consider all of their options. In Hagar's case, she considered the place she came from as a horrible place, whilst the place that she was going to was in fact nowhere.
And guys, you know, this is symbolic to those evil ass mothers that kick the daughters out. You know, the ones that choose the husbands and they choose the little pervert stepdaddies over their own daughter. You know the ones that I'm talking about. You know what I mean? They talk about men not being in them homes, but they don't talk about this shit. They don't talk about their accountability though, how they choose the husband who give them attention because they will sacrifice their kid for their attention, for their feelings. They don't talk about that though. But salute to all my strong women and my real women that shook that curse, that been kicked out with your baby because your mother want to be an asshole. She alienates you from your father. She teach you how to hate your father, and then she have nothing for you after she do that. After she execute the Dulo twist, she has nothing for you. Salute to you ladies. I'm not dumb. I be knowing because I read my Bible and I know all the behavior that go on in this wicked community. Go ahead, T.O.
Yeah, man. The generational curse, right? I think is being broken. I think everything is being freed up right now. It's just people got to choose. We always had a choice to choose if you're gonna go left or right, right? That's why you got like channels like this on in this YouTube space, and you got like other outlets and all this shit. We all got to choose if we're gonna win or lose. Am I making sense?
T.O. Look at the board right there. You on point, bro. One of the hardest decisions made in life is to choose which bridge to burn and which bridge to cross, bro. And definitely getting to know the God within you is that bridge you want to cross. The ways of the world and everything you learned up until this point is what you want to cross. You want to burn that motherfucker, boy. But you on
We could,
point, T.O.
how you just said it, the God within you. Like even I was disillusioned, and you know this. Like I used to want to make it and say I am God. No, or
Mm-hmm.
because image of God. No, I'm just made in the image of God. But I gotta respect my father. You see what I'm saying? Always like that. That's
Let me
true humble.
T.O.,
let me say something.
do you got something on in the background, T.O.? Because you're kind of like watery. It's kind
Hold
of
on,
watery.
let me turn
All
it
right,
off.
fix that. Bet. While you fix that, let me introduce my guy, JJ, my
All
favorite
right, bro.
cowboy. What's going on, JJ?
Thanks for having me again. Man, I got something on my mind. I'm glad to be on the show. Thanks for having me. Like I said, I want to say something to crush any female that talking about this goddess mess and these simps that worship these women. That's blasphemy. That's idolatry. I crush your ideology.
Right. That's a fact, though. That's a fact, JJ. Appreciate you coming tonight. You know, I love when you're here, especially when we doing our Bible and our scripture. You know what I mean? So I thank you, man. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
hang out. You hang out. You know what I mean? We're gonna open the panel up
All right.
and we're about to finish this song up. We about halfway through. I'm gonna let it ring. I'm gonna let it rip.
Okay, I just wanted to mention something. A scripture I mentioned in the chat.
Go ahead,
First
JJ.
Corinthians, First Corinthians chapter 7 is a must read. It's long, but worth the read. The time to read in the first place.
Go ahead, read it, JJ. We need to hear that.
It's kind of lengthy now, so I'm just that's why I just stated where to look up marriage or in the do's and don'ts about it. It's pretty much in there. It's been too many men getting married. I've been hearing about having sexless marriages and stuff. You women cannot do that. You can't do it, and you men can't do it either. Y'all cannot deny your spouse, whether you male or female, of comfort unless they both agree for a short period of time, unless the devil become in between you, unless that's your intention in the first place. I had to iterate because God gave me my own mind to add
No doubt.
something. I'm explaining further. because I see deeper. I see deeper. You know, I have a real deep understanding about the things I read in that Bible, and
That's a fact. I feel you. I know what you're talking about, boy.
it's just a lot going on in this country. Now, I'm going to be humorous for a second. Now, you know, Umar Johnson was mocking us passport bros or any man with a passport. Now he's a passport bro.
That nigga Umar Johnson, anything that's trending, man. Fuck that nigga, man. Fuck that nigga, B. Word up with no grease, B. No grease and lube. Yo, we got my queen sister, the lovely Bella B, in the house. Hold on, man. Let me give her proper introduction. Man, we gonna have a hell of a sister on live, y'all. I need the sisters to come up with a concept and y'all take over the show. I'll run the production, but y'all take over the show. We got some real sisters in the building now, guys. Word up.
I like to meet one in person and see what they about and feel the energy and stuff, because I do that real well. I'm a truck driver and I've met all kind of people. I've been driving trucks for years and I've been all over the United States.
No doubt,
God
no
put
doubt.
me out there
Yo,
to train me for a reason.
Yo, if y'all get a chance, Bella B and Wisdom, my girl Nisha Wisdom, if y'all get a chance, y'all get some free time before the show is over, jump on. You know what I mean? And let's cook. Let's cook. This is a great topic too, because I know we need the female's perspective on how y'all view poly. Because I know how the guys view it. The guys, they're all over the place, bro. They think it's what they see on TV. They think it's all about sex and getting a rub on and hug on two women and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And that ain't got shit to do with that. It's about building a family. I'm trying to get Ms. Goodbread on the show tonight too.
There is
right
a
here,
sense of
like, yo,
hopelessness in
no,
Hagar's
you're
case,
not.
for she has traded a burdensome environment for an uncertain and arguably bleaker one in the form of the desert. But the angel, despite coming across as impassive, essentially tells her that he has a plan for her. By telling her to return to Sarai, he's asking her to repent, and that if she's able to swallow her pride and face her problem instead of running away from it, then there would be a reward at hand.
And that's what all the real sisters, that's what they good for. That's what separate our real sisters from these weak bitches, yo. Word to my mother. Our real sisters, they don't have a problem confronting and addressing the problems, the issues. It's these weak bitches that be talking crazy loud, that be scared of confrontation, bro. They'd rather hide behind their little monitor and throw shots and be trolls and shit and talk that weak whack shit from behind their monitor, but they will never hop on the link. They'll never. You see it. I invite all of them. I invite every chick that wants smoke to come on over here and get their feelings hurt more. But they don't do that. They just rather sit there and be punks.
Reward of having many descendants.
They
By
cowards.
obeying the angel and reaping the rewards he promised, there is also the promise of safety, and that despite heading back to an abusive household, the angel would protect her.
Yo, ain't it funny though? Ain't it funny? They talking about two women. He talking about a woman heading back to an abusive household where the woman is abusing motherfuckers. But in this Western society, they talk like if the man is the predator. They talk like if man is the abuser, like if man was the oppressor of women. When come to find out, because this Bible is our Black history. I ain't listening to what no white man tell me my Black history is. This Bible is the Black history. So according to our Black history, these bitches been foul, bro. Go ahead, JJ.
I want to
You
get
got
on.
a difference between God ordained pastors and government ordained pastors. Who you think run the government?
Mm-hmm.
10 heads and 7 horns. You know what that's all about? 7 countries and 10 leaders.
Mm-hmm.
And
yo, T.O., what you at? Go ahead, JJ, finish up.
I was just thinking about the scriptures I mentioned in the chat. I mentioned early on in the chat about Ephesians 5:22 through 32, Proverbs chapter 31, and First Timothy chapter 1 through 15. That's powerful. We see a lot of rebellion over here in that, and Umar Johnson is supporting that rebellion. But it's kind of funny. I bet he don't understand all this stuff and how powerful it really is. But now
Umar Johnson
he went so far down that dead end road. He found no other way. He couldn't go no further. He backpedaling now. Now he's a passport, bro.
But
That's
I think he's entertaining and kind of he's funny in a way, but he's yeah, you're right. He's gone too far with the fuck shit. That he's led people too far astray. Just like a lot of shit going on with that conscious community. This big Jamal, what's his name? The guy, man, 16 years. You know, all these motherfuckers is getting taken down. But it's righteous still. You know what I mean? We ain't conscious community. That's a whole different case. But what I was going to say, what I was going to get on, Brad, all like to touch on all of that. Shit, lost my train of thought.
Yo, so let me while you got it, while you get it back, let me touch on this Umar joint because I already did my research on Umar and I already know what it is with Umar. Umar is a fallen angel, bro. Umar represents the fallen angel. He represents the Lucifers in this world. You know what I mean? He is a child of God.
Oh man.
He got the magic. That God, he got the magic. Yo,
you remember years ago, like about like 2 years ago, we both used to fuck with him. You used to tell me to fuck with him. I used to fuck with him too. That's when he was hot. That was like 2 years ago. That's when me and you started really linking up too. Like, remember?
yeah, I was about to say 2 years ago. 2 years ago,
Yeah.
I think Umar got dissed. I think the government saying Zaddy kicked Umar out. They no longer trust Umar. So now Umar is a rebel. Umar is a free agent, bro. He going to go with he for the people, but in any given minute, he will go back with the agenda because Umar was used to push the agenda too, bro. Umar was used to be this race agitator, bro. Any man, bro, any man that's with this race agitating shit is a demon, bro. Because if you're a child of God, then you know that we are all one nation made from all nations. So with Umar and what he do, we already know what it is. The government Zaddy, Satan Zaddy, don't fuck with him no more because they don't trust him. And now the people, we don't trust him, so he's stuck in the middle. So now he caught in the middle. So now he just a fuck with the bitches. When all else fail, he choose the bitches because the bitches are they're the biggest consumers of bullshit. I mean, bitches are paid for some bullshit. Look what they did for Derrick Jacks. They made Derrick Jacks famous. They made Derrick Jacks rich. And even when they learned that he was a liar, they still supported the man because women like lies. Women don't really want the truth. 80% of women don't want the truth. 80% of women is good with the nice told lie, bro. And that's a fact.
I feel like this, y'all. Let me say this, especially as a black man in the United States. I feel like Clint Eastwood in that movie, A Fistful of Dollars, when he was caught between the two enemy, and he worked for both of them. I feel like, I love my black people, but they don't love me back. I love my country, but they don't love me back. I'm somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. You gotta remember, JJ, we be looking for love from people that only know survival. We be looking for us and other people. It is no us and other people. Motherfuckers is raised off survival, and until you do the work to get rid of those shits, because what you use to survive is not what you use to thrive and to excel. And that's what it is, bro. I tell you, everybody running around here with this mask on. Everybody running around here wearing this mask. And that shit's sad.
I
All right,
see.
y'all, let's get back. I don't want to lose them.
I see through that
Hold on.
mask. I'm the kind of person that sees through masks.
You better.
The angel also tells her to name the child born of Abram Ishmael, and that the Lord had heard of Hagar's misery. Hagar is struck by the angel's words, and her faith in God is reaffirmed. She refers to him as the God who sees me, and perhaps this is why she is so willing to return to.
Exactly. As soon as a person learn or see the power of God, it's unstoppable. You saw how she got her ass up. She got rid of that victim mindset. Once she knew God was in her, and once she knew the power of God, and she got back to believing in the power of God, this bitch was A-okay, bro. Fuck Sarah.
Sarai's company. For if God was with her out in the desert and giving her strength, then surely he would be with her when she was with Sarai too. So Hagar does indeed return to Sarai, and she does give birth to Abram's son, who she names Ishmael as the angel instructed. Some find the moral of this story to be one of not only resilience, but also the importance of acquiescing in certain circumstances. You'll notice that Hagar is pretty resilient in that she tolerates such abuse from Sarai in the first place, and even has the strength to walk away from the comforts of civilization and chooses the desert instead. Despite not making much headway in the vastness of the plains, she was definitely serious about doing so, otherwise, why would God have sent an angel to her in the first place?
Right.
Evidently, God recognized how determined Hagar was to get out of Sarai's employ. As the angel stated, he recognized her misery. But he also must have recognized that there was a better fate for her if she suffered just a little bit longer. In
Right.
this,
And that's what it be. Y'all females, y'all quit too quick. Y'all quit at 40% capacity. If y'all wait just 15% more, y'all be winners. But y'all quit. Y'all quitters. Because y'all don't have that faith. Y'all lack the faith.
Hagar's acquiescence shows us that sometimes we need to take a step backwards before we can take a step forwards, and that
Right.
sometimes running from difficult circumstances is not the answer.
Stupid.
Some
It's
might say
stupid.
that God asking Hagar to return to Sarai, however, is almost like an advocation of abuse. He tells her to pretty much endure it, because on the other side of it, there would be glory. And this is great for Hagar, who comes to believe in God's words and understands them as absolute truths. She sees the endurance of a few more months of abuse to be withstandable and worth it for the payoff the angel promises. But whilst I understand the sentiment behind the story, I think it's unfair and somewhat sadistic to send Hagar back to an abusive situation, even if the promise of protection was implied. Considering that Hagar...
No, it's not stupid because you're not great until you go through the fire. Nothing is battle ready until it is battle tested. So don't fool yourself and don't kid yourself, bro. You got to go through the fire, bro.
Hagar later gets kicked out into the desert anyway by Sarai, and that Ishmael gets kicked out with her, I can't help but think that Hagar probably should have just ignored the angel and kept walking until she got back to Egypt. But some would say deliberately ignoring an angel was the same as ignoring God, and therefore a sin, which would see Hagar incur an even worse punishment.
And that's a fact too. When we get on here and we tell these truths, well, let me speak for myself. When I get on here and I react to content and I give commentary to content, and when I put together a live show like this one here, I'm helping. I'm doing God work. I'm doing the work of God, bro, for the people. That's for the people, bro. What's going on, my girl Shy from the Shy? Oh man, we got all of the real rights in here. All we missing is Pod. All we missing is my sister Pod. We got all the real rights in here. We got all the real rights in here tonight. Salute my queen from the Shy. It's lit, bro. The righteous fear taking over. It's up. It's up, bro.
By Genesis 21, we understand that Sarai eventually gets the precious son she always wanted by giving birth to Isaac. In celebration, a great feast is thrown by Abram, and the entire state reveled in jubilation.
Right. Now you look how you look like a fool, like a whole fool, because look, God gave you your wish. Even after you was wicked, he still gave you your wish. And that was thanks to the man you attracted and kept, sis. This is why it's important to get you a God-fearing man, because God gonna bless the God-fearing man. And if you under that umbrella, sis, then you reap those blessings. Ain't no need to manipulate the nigga. Ain't no need to go get married to the nigga to try to secure your securation. No, no. All you got to do is submit to a God-fearing man, not a pookie. Know what I mean? He ain't gonna come dressed like Offset. He might not have all these tattoos. He might not be the it nigga. But if he a God-fearing man, he the nigga for you, sis.
Well, everyone except a resentful Sarai. Now, you'd expect her to be happy, right? After waiting some odd 80 years for a kid of her own, and after producing a literal miracle out of her uterus, she still has it in for Hagar. Years have passed since the, well, dare I say, entanglement.
And that's the fucked up part right there. Now that's the part where even the real women are fucked up, bro. That's hot, yo, bro. Y'all let me know. JJ,
Yo,
Tolo,
I could
y'all add y'all 2 cents to that, because I'm tripping
tell
right
you
now.
this.
You know,
All right, since you mentioned me first, I'm gonna go first. Let me go first
Hagar
since you
was
good,
mentioned me.
JJ.
I got a
Good,
scripture
good.
for you. Ecclesiastes 7:26-28 explains that plainly. No woman has wisdom, none. This guy was doing his research. One
Look,
man among 1,000, but not one woman. That's in the
that's
Bible.
crazy.
I
That's
gave you the
crazy.
scripture.
He said he ain't make
I'll,
that
re-
shit up. You
I'll
ain't make. You
repeat
sure,
the
JJ? You
scripture.
sure you ain't bashing women, JJ? Because you know they be quick to talk
No,
about
I'm
you
not.
bashing women.
No,
You
I'm
ain't
not.
make that shit up, JJ.
No, I'm not.
That's
No,
God
I
word.
didn't. That's in the Bible. That's in the Bible.
God damn,
I'm
I'll
going
be
with by the
God
Bible. Ecclesiastes 7:26-28. Read it.
You're right, yo. And you know I don't even look at it. I don't never say that. Nisha Wisdom TV. That is dead true. But me personally, I don't even say that. I just say the women is the second vessel. You know what I mean? I say that I normalized in my mind women being the second vessel, because it's times, boy, that girl, Mr.Goodbread, be stronger than me. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Y'all know I'm strong. I'm a real nigga. But let me get sick right now, boy. You see who the weaker vessel is.
Let me get on this real quick before you continue.
God, Tio.
Uh, Sarah was 98 years old, right?
I got
Hagar,
some dot connect on that one, by
Hagar
the way.
stole in her hot girl summer, and Abraham, he was an old head too. Like, you know
Right,
what I'm
Abraham was
saying?
90 cents.
Yeah. Him and his wife, they was in their 90s before. Shit. Like, that's, like, I mean, in modern times, that just sound crazy. But yeah, they was still trying to start a family and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is with biblical proportions though, because Abraham we talking about. You're Monica. You know, it was on some other shit because he was one of the dudes that was homies with the Most High. Like him, and the Bible says Abraham and God, somewhere in the Bible. I'm not as good as bro with pulling it
JJ,
up.
that nigga JJ, that nigga JJ got that Bible though.
God and Abraham, like God was Abraham's friend. Like God looked at Abraham like a bestie type shit. Like all right, I made
That's
a
a
lot of
fact.
minutes
But
with
that's
this
a
bro.
fact. Let me
Let me
add on
Cool.
to
connect
what
some
TL
dots.
said. To
Hang
add
out
on
with
to
this
what
nigga.
TL to add on to what TL said is Abraham was more of a friend of God. God looked at him like a bestie, whereas
Yeah,
Adam was a
this
son.
nigga, like
He's
text
son.
on this nigga time, see what he got going on. He sit out here on Earth and shit.
God treated
Let me
Adam
let me
more like a son than he treated Abraham. He treated Abraham like a brother. You know what I mean? But he was more of a father figure to Adam.
Stop.
And this is why I tell you guys, You got to go from Adam to Abraham, bro.
Yeah. Let me
Fuck
connect some
Abel.
dots on that note too.
AC
See,
land.
Eve sinned, right? The devil knew Adam would not fall for what he was saying or trying to get him to do. Eve sinned, and then Adam by Eve was drug into the mess. Okay, let me mention. I'll prove it to you. Was that? Yeah, 1 Timothy 2:1-15. Read it. And God made this order for woman and man. I mentioned woman first, because woman, y'all need to listen. You know, the man was put here first, and that old pastor talking about this woman that was brought here whole. If she were brought here whole, then she wouldn't have a purpose.
Yeah, the woman purpose is
Woman came from man. Woman came from man.
to help.
2 ribs out. See, man was made from dirt. Woman was made from man. For the
Man
man.
is made from God,
Not
and
man
woman.
for the woman.
Sorry to cut you off, bro, but
Y'all,
God made man in their image and likeness, and then God said it's not good for man to be alone. Then He made the woman for man to be a help man.
But Sarai is stuck on it as she scornfully watches Ishmael. The Bible tells us that she observed Ishmael mocking the baby Isaac, and that she said to Abram, "Get rid of that slave woman and her son, for that woman's son will never share in the inheritance with my son Isaac." We're kind of
Damn,
mad,
that's
right? Whilst
ruthless.
Ishmael was
That's ruthless, guys. And we see that to this very day, bro. We see that to this very day. You know what's crazy about it? Y'all know the courts harbor this shit, right? You know that if your first baby moms take you to child support, they don't give a fuck about your second baby moms. It's like if, oh well, how she survived is how she survived. All they need is to get your name through that system one time, and they'll show you if it's in the best interest of the child. Because how come for my second child, my second batch of kids, it ain't in the best interest of them? Because y'all won't cut it in half. Y'all won't even it out. I mean, it's first come, first serve. The baby mother that first come is the baby mother that they reward because she got your name in that system. They don't give a fuck about your second baby mother. And if she needs support because of the child, it's weird, bro. It's funny shit, bro.
Hagar's biological son, the whole purpose of her carrying the child in the first place was that Sarai could be his mother. But while Sarai was so keen on obtaining a son, we never actually see her act in a nurturing way towards Ishmael when he is born. In fact, the Bible does not seem to detail an account where Sarai even interacts with Ishmael. The implication here is that either Sarai took Ishmael and raised him to be her own, or more likely, that she had gone off the whole idea by the time he was born, and that when he was born, she shunned him for not being hers. This is why she is so quick to tell Abram to get rid of that slave woman and her son. Notice she can't even refer to Ishmael by his name, and labels him as Hagar's son and not hers. She says again, "That woman's son will never share in the inheritance with my son Isaac."
Now, how do you deal with that, guys? You in a poly relationship, and then you go through it. You making babies and shit. You impregnate one, the other one get jealous. She can't have babies, but she jealous. You see how that works? See how that could get you? Do you see how that could remove you so far from your peace, bro? And you ain't got nothing to do with that. You can't predict a female's emotional state, bro. You can't predict
let me
that,
say
bro.
this about that. This is how I see it. If I can find one good virtuous woman, I'll be cutting 100. I'm exhausted at the thought of dealing with it more than one time. Because I'm a busy man for one thing, and I need my rest sometimes. I'm 44 years old. Yeah, I don't have any kids. I desire to be married to a virtuous woman, and maybe have, I don't know, I don't know how many kids, maybe 5, and have them grow up and have a family business and have them into that. But you know, I don't want to spend a lot of time dealing with a whole bunch of people living under my roof, other than one woman and my kids. I can't do it. Any man that want a bunch of wives, so be it. Let them, because it's legal according to the Bible. It's called bigotry over here. It's against the law in this poor country of Sodom and Gomorrah, but it's legal in the Bible. I just don't want to do all that.
Right. I mean, it's legal in the Bible. He don't say you can't do it, but if you not trying to believe, you know what I mean? Shit, you could wrap it up.
Here, she not only comes across as territorial against Hagar and Ishmael, but adversarially too. It's no exaggeration to say that she loathes Hagar and Ishmael to the point that she can't even or won't even use their names. Once more, Abram shows more sense, or at least compassion, than Sarai does. He recognizes Ishmael as his son and does not wish to send him away, but God interferes and tells him, "Do not be so distressed about the boy and your slave woman. Listen to whatever Sarah tells you, because it is through Isaac that your offspring will be reckoned. I will make the son of the slave into a nation also, because he is your offspring." So here, Abram gets the green light from the boss upstairs that sending Ishmael and Hagar away is for the best, and that he will indeed take care of them. Unfortunately, Ishmael is dropped like a bad habit, and there's an implication here by God that it actually doesn't matter, because Isaac, a child born in wedlock, is now here, and thus the illegitimate Ishmael and his slave mother are now irrelevant. Still, Abram is shown to give Hagar and Ishmael some food and water for their journey, and you might say that this was a representation of his heavy heart. He gave them some.
Yeah, because we are men. We are men. And men, we ain't ruthless. Our nature is loving. Our nature, the positive energy in the masculinity is loving, is healing, it's productive, it's creativity. It ain't that ruthless shit. Remember, I told you men are the producers of life, women are the destructors of life. Women are just the absorbers and the destructors of life. Every month, women destroy life
Let's talk
biologically.
about.
Hold on, bro. Don't cut me off. Hold on. Every month, a female get rid of the egg biologically. That is destruction. That ain't producing. What's producing about her getting on her period and getting rid of something? So women are built to destroy. Men are built to build. Guys, go ahead, JJ. What you were saying?
Yeah, absolutely. You was kind of speaking on kind of something I was trying to say anyway. But the curses. That. I was trying to talk about the curses, the different curses. The curses in the Bible in Genesis, chapter 6. Read it, and then it was in chapter 3. Also, it started in chapter 3. The curses. Eve got curses, and Adam got curses too. I think Eve got the worst of it.
Yeah, the women always gonna get the worst of it because they kickstart the shit. They think they slick. They think nobody saw them kickstart the shit. They think they ain't see nobody see them roll the little snowball. Just because it become an avalanche, they think that, oh, I ain't do the avalanche. I ain't do the avalanche though. You threw the first snowball, and that led to the avalanche. So we're not gonna forget the snowball, but that's what a lot of our women forget. Like they make decisions based on their feelings, and then they get drunk. Now they act like the drunken warrior and shit. They forget what happened. They wake up with the hangover, but they forget the drinking. They know they had fun. They know they had a wild fun making these bad and sucky decisions, but then the hangover hit them, and now they just feel the pain. Now they just, oh, my head hurt, my stomach hurt. But you don't know you was on the table last night. You was on the table like a motherfucker last night. We had to pull you down from 6 tables, bitch. but you don't remember that behavior. All you remember is the hangover and what somebody did to you and what the fun did to you.
I got another thought I want to share. People saying Eve didn't know, that's a damn lie. I'm going to explain that in clarity. Adam and Eve was both together in God's presence when he told them both not to eat of the forbidden fruit or not even touch it, or you should surely die. I'll explain and prove it. If Eve wasn't there, then the devil would not have to imply and to lie against what God said in the first place. You should surely not die. You should be like God.
Yeah.
Yo, I got a different version of that right there, JJ. You on to something, but that's not completely right. I don't think he told Eve about the tree. When he spoke to Adam and Lilith about the tree, Eve wasn't around. Remember, Lilith was the first woman created in the Bible. When Lilith was the first person, was Adam's first wife. He told that shit to Adam and Lilith. That's why when the serpent spent the block after being jealous, you know how when you don't have a woman, don't nobody want you. When God made Eve, all of a sudden the modern woman want to come back to the garden that she ran from with the hey big head, and that's how that played out right there. That's how that played out. Eve didn't know. So now Lilith knew. So when Lilith found the weaker vessel, the second vessel, which is Eve, this is why she chose Eve, because Eve is the weaker vessel. So she went to Eve and she told her, hey, you want to be smarter than God? You don't want to be barefoot and pregnant. And that's when she pitched the idea of eating that feminism apple. And once Eve ate that apple, everything went downhill from there. I mean, it's all types of, like, I remember I did stand up and I did some shit where I told niggas that what if Eve was lying, bro? What if ain't no serpent told her to eat no fucking apple? What if Eve, just being like woman, wanted to eat the fucking apple? What if she lied? What if ain't no serpent?
We got to go with the story. I'm saying we only have the narrative as it's presented. Can't make shit up. You can't change the narrative. You can't, like, unless you have, like some evidence to back that up.
I got something
We
else
don't
to
even
clear
get
up with
back. All right, hold on, wait. Let me get to something because I was waiting to say something. Man. I was letting y'all niggas spill, man. Like we've been overlooking some thus far, man. Like you remember King Solomon, man. He was the all-knowing of the whole, man. King Solomon was talking some real shit, man. He like you forget about Ecclesiastes when he talks about. I mean, like you got Proverbs 7, and then you just got Ecclesiastes where he was just going off about vanity and all kinds of shit, man. And it all boils down to like lust and desire and all this, Like the Bible is helpful, but at the same time, you gotta equate. We living right now in modern times. This shit is shit that was written a long time ago. You always gotta remember that.
Some provisions to survive, but didn't exactly go out of his way for them either. Considering how wealthy he was, he could have given them an escort, or some mode of transportation even, so that they could reach a safe destination. But no, Abram does the absolute bare minimum, probably under the watchful eye of his wife, and Hagar and Ishmael never return again.
So I just got out of the shower. That's where I come up with the best ideas. You could probably relate. And that's exactly where I came up with.
Instead, the Bible tells us that both mother and son wandered the desert in Beersheba. Of course, wandering in the desert hoping to find sanctuary was a bit of a gamble, and much like the first time that Hagar had tried this, she doesn't have much luck. The food and water didn't last very long, and pretty soon, Hagar had all but given up. She placed Ishmael under a bush, and turned away from him, for she could not bring herself to watch him die. In desperation, all she could do was sob. But God, in his infinite mercy, as the Bible tells us, that after hearing Ishmael crying, God takes pity on the mother and son and sends down the same angel from before. The angel asks, "What is the matter, Hagar? Do not be afraid. God has heard the boy crying as he lies there. Lift the boy up and take him by the hand, for I will make him into a great nation." Here we see that the angel, or the angel on behalf of God,
Yo, that's a message for you single mothers right there, yo. You don't need to keep bashing the man that left you. You don't need that. Go to God. Go to God. God said he would protect the widows and the fatherless. Go to God, sis. You don't need nothing from nobody. You need to go to God, sis. Single mothers. That's why everybody bothering y'all now. Because y'all refuse to go to God. Y'all think y'all can skip over going to God and do everything else. That's why everything feel like a bash to y'all. The truth feel like a bash. Because you got to go to God, sis. God ain't fitting to send you no stepdaddy until you go to him and repent.
lives up to his previous promise in that he would see Hagar and her son to safety. Admittedly, the assistance came about in a roundabout way, but it must be said that God did stay true to his promise and does proceed to deliver Hagar in her moment of need. He provides her with a well of water which appears in the desert, and from this well, Hagar is able to feed Ishmael and survive. Believers may look at this as God giving his people hardship so as to either test them or improve them, and that God will only give as much as a person can bear. In Hagar,
And that's a fact. That's a fact. Even though a lot of our people take and manipulate that fucking text, God give his strongest warriors. So then be
Let me
strong then, nigga. Stop dropping the bag. If God giving his strongest warriors the biggest burden, then live up to that. Live up
let
to
me
that
say
then.
something.
Yeah, Judge.
You know, yeah. In the Bible, before Adam and Eve was even created, there was a struggle. Lucifer was the devil's name, and he's in music. He found his words in music. He was
Platinum in
kicked
heaven.
down the third day, and the fallen angels are better known as demons. And mental illness is demon possession. A demon's possession is mental illness. By the way, those are demons. The sickness in the body, all that stuff. I found that out is demons. Cut out the sin, you might be cured.
Mm-hmm.
Cut
in
out
Hagar's
the sin,
case,
you might be
it could
cured.
be argued that she could endure Sarai's abuse, and so God did not intervene. But when facing death in the middle of the desert, God saved her, because this was not only outside of Hagar's control, but also not something that she could do alone. Put simply, believers would argue that there is no challenge that one cannot overcome if they put their trust in God, and that God will not
Exactly.
let them down, even if it seems like he is at times.
Exactly, yo. And that there
I had,
lies where Sarah fucked up at, yo. So hold on. That brings us to the conclusion of our live over here at Poly Relationships are for men who make crucial sacrifices in life, guys. And I tell you no lie, if you're not a man on your purpose doing the work of God, then you don't need more than one helpmeet, bro. Remember, God gave us a bitch. He said you get one. You put your all in one to keep you, to resist you from the temptations. He ain't say all this extra shit. You get 2, 3, 4. He ain't say you can't do that. But trust and believe, bro. If you ain't got the skills to pay the bills, you're asking for trouble, yo. You're asking for trouble. Yo, y'all guys stay put. Stay put. I'm gonna go on and switch on over to the next channel. You guys, y'all wrap up, strap up, drink responsibly. Do not play with your life, guys. We do this for the culture, the real culture. I see you guys upstairs at the Brutally Honest Goodbread channel. The live not over, guys. We just getting the fuck up out of here. Y'all got to go on and meet me upstairs at the Brutally Honest Goodbread, guys. That's where we at.
I gotta connect some more dots.
We don't do the
interesting is the way.
All right, guys, we busy. We busy. You know what I mean? We having a great old show today. We done tied in the tie-in. So let's get straight on into this right here, guys. Sister wife Marie Brown opens up about jealousy and polygamy. I thought I was a bad person. Exclusive, guys. So yeah, we gonna get an in-depth listen to a participant. You know what I mean?
Howdy, I'm still here.
All right.
I want to connect some dots and some things, by the way.
Go ahead, bro. Before we start the video, go ahead. Get it off.
God said he knew us before we were created in our mother's womb. That's in the Bible, right? But, you know, and that goes for Adam and Eve, too. He knew them before he created them, right? The devil and the fallen angels were here before even Adam and Eve was here. And the reason why the devil got kicked out because he wanted to be like God and trying to overtake the holy city. And there was some angels that went with him. That's in the Bible. And they're better known demons. Fallen angels are better known as demons. You look all in Hollywood. Los Angeles, city of lost angels. It's everywhere. I'm trying to crush something here. So give me a moment to speak. Now I know about this Lilith story very little, but I'm trying to prove that Eve did hear from God along with Adam. I'm trying to prove that. Read that story again, and you look at and listen with your heart what was implied by the devil. It wasn't clear that Eve was there necessarily, but you know she was by how the devil implied to her the lie against God and what he said. That's flat out. I got into arguments with women about that very thing.
Yeah.
Cut them off.
I think when it comes to that story, Eve is always used as the scapegoat. Eve is gonna always be our woman that's not on this chart right here. Eve not on this chart right here. Eve not on this chart right here. You know why Eve not on this chart right here? Because all the bitches on this chart is not accountable for their actions. All the bitches on this chart duck accountability. All the women on this chart is Lilith. You know why these women are Lilith and Eve not Lilith? Because Lilith not accountable, bro. When Adam went and told on Lilith, Lilith ran. Lilith did not stay there and take her punishment from God for wanting to dominate Adam. Now, Lilith got out of there. She cursed God. She yelled his name in blasphemy and got out of there. We can't distract ourselves with Eve. If we distract ourselves and paint Eve for Lilith's behavior, we are going to always be confused. And we're going to be single because we're going to overlook the good woman, worrying about Lilith. Modern women are Lilith. Traditional conservative women are Eve, bro. And I stand on that. That's what my program and my brand is about. We know we have many women in our society that are just naive, bro. If nobody taught us, and we have to teach ourselves by digging in the mud, getting this type of information on our own, who taught the women? So we're going to have naive women in our community. And then we're going to have those fake, super woke Lilith bitches in our community. And in fact, it goes in the older generation. If you notice, all the older women, the elder women that's supposed to be teaching these younger women some sense, all of them take the Lilith position because all of them go by that garden. And before Eve and Adam can form a good relationship, you got an older woman trying to teach a younger bitch how to be stupid, bro. I just saw before I did this live, I just had to park an older dumb bitch. I just was on social media, Facebook that is, and an older bitch is in the comment section telling a younger bitch to keep her baby at 14 because when she was 14, she kept her baby and she's okay. Now, I went to the bitch page that's supposed to be okay at keeping the baby at 14. This bitch is poverty. This bitch smell like poverty, look like poverty, write like poverty, is poverty. How the fuck is you okay? And why the fuck would you be teaching a younger woman, 14-year-old, to make the same mistakes that you made if we care about the black community?
Hey, let me
You get what
answer
I'm
that real
saying?
quick,
So
man.
it's always that Lilith and Eve dynamic. We always gonna have that one sister that is bodied and that's can't stay from outside, and then we'll have that other sister that she's an old soul and she inside. She around the elders. She taking care of the elders. She ain't got time for the club. That's a fact. So those are two different energies in women, and I equate those energies to Lilith and Eve, bro.
Yo, I can hear me?
Yeah, we hear
I'm
you,
scared.
T.O.
Yo,
Go ahead.
okay. Give me a second. Yo, man, you just used the perfect word. You said they naive, right? Now, if you break the I don't want to sound like moral fast right now and shit, but if you break down the etymological, the logical language, just language and logistics to that shit, nigh and eve. If you break it in half, right? Nigh, that's the Greek word for zero, right? Or negative. You know what I mean? Nigh and N-A-I, right? Spelling English and shit. Nigh and the eve, saying naive, no eve. It's like the modern woman is naive. She's
No, 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 no,
anti-eve.
no. Not the modern woman. The conservative woman, the second woman that was created to be conservative and detailed and designed just for you. Remember, remember, Lilith was made from the same clay as us. That's why she get to stand there and sit there and be like, well, I'm equal to you. Like how the modern woman take this stance to be equal to man. Anything men can do, well, men do that. Well, you don't say nothing to the men. Any bitch that take that I'm equal to a man state is a Lilith. We have those bitches. We know we have those bitches. And then we have the other women that just don't care. They don't care to care about shit that these modern bitches care about. And that's where us guys got to get a grip. We got to know and identify the difference between Lilith and Eve. Because a lot of us, we go to these channels, these red pill channels, and it's not our fault. It's the conditioning that we're used to. We go to these red pill channels that's all about entertainment, that don't know what the fuck they talking about because they heard it from another person and it sounded good. And they teach us Eve, Eve, Eve. Eve ate the apple. Eve ate the apple. Eve ate the apple. That don't got a fucking thing to do with anything. Red pill. Eve ate the apple, and when God ran down on her, the bitch said, I ate the apple. Last time I checked, that's a bitch being accountable, right? You know what I mean? We
Talk
never
about
get
Lily.
to the Red
I
Pill channel
talk
other than
about
our channel that talk about the very first wife, which is the modern woman spirit altogether. The very first wife was the bitch that thought she was equal to us because we made from the same material. We made from the same material, so she thinks she equal to us, but she don't take in the fact that we were made first, and that if we would have made it with any one of those animals in the land, her ass wouldn't even need it to be created. They don't take that in effect, and they don't teach that enough to where
hold
us
on.
men could actually get in this dating and relationship shit and know and have some information that we could stand on. So we get in the relationship with an Eve and we paint her out to be Lilith and fumble the bag and then talk about all modern women. No, we got to learn how to discern the difference. Let's
But
stop
hey,
talking about Black
let
Wall
me
Street. That's a distraction, sis. Welcome to class, my sis. Why we don't talk about Black Wall Street over here is because, for one, if I tell you the amount of money that Black Wall Street was worth when they got destroyed, you would laugh because we with all of the rappers, with all the NBA basketball players, with all the black athletes that we have, $4 million should be easy to get back. And then we won't have to be distracting ourselves with this Black Wall Street bullshit. You see, those are all the talking points that you're gonna hear to get you to distract you from the modern woman. When we zero in and we start really, really getting close to the truth, because the closer we get to the truth, the only pushback you're gonna get is from those who benefit from the lies. So the closer we get to the truth, you'll hear those look over there. That's a look over there. And we not looking over there today. Today we looking right here at our sisters. We're looking at our sisters, we're looking at our modern women, and we're looking at our traditional conservative so-called real women, that's what we doing.
Yeah, it's over for them.
But y'all, back to what I was saying, right? Let's get back to the stream with this sister wife shit and why it's just not gonna work in the black community, because the black community suffer from 86% of the motherfuckers being raised by a single mother. And when you raised by a single mother, you just got all types of self-esteem issues. You got all types of acceptance issues. You feel neglected. So you need people undivided attention. And when it comes to this poly relationships, a man can't give you his undivided attention. He got to share it. He got to split it. So this is why you get women saying, oh, I don't share men, but they know they fucking the same nigga. They know they fucking the same community dick nigga that they can only attract because they do not qualify for a strong man if they didn't do the work on themselves. And we know a lot of our sisters didn't do the work on themselves. They think it's just Adam. Adam need fixing. Adam need fixing. My name Lilith and I'm A-OK. I don't need no fixing. Adam need fixing. So let's get into why. We already know this is one of the most famous polygamous couple, and the most longest polygamous couple in the world, in America. So who else but them to pull this information from, guys? Let's begin.
And with 3 of the marriages ending, things are more complicated than ever.
There's no question, Robin. He's done with me.
Cody's first wife, Mary, opened up about the moment that led to the 2 of them deciding to end their relationship.
Now, I watched this show, guys. This was his first woman. That lady that just was talking is his ride or die, and he do not like that woman to save his life. So this goes to show you the beta in this man. So you already know he lucked up into the devil plan, because this is not God plan for him. This is not God plan. You know what I mean? Because how you not have no respect for your first journey?
It was actually on our anniversary about a year and a half ago, where we were out on a drive and we just started having a real conversation. And, you know, he said some things that I hadn't heard come from his mouth to me specifically yet. And he finally was able to be open. He was finally able to like open up and be real with me, I think. And I was in a place that I could hear it as well. And so from then we just started having more real conversations. I think the conversations were a long time coming. So that was good. You know, it was not something that I ever saw happening in my marriage, especially, you know, like when we got married, like 33 years ago. Like, you don't think that that's ever going to happen, but I'm very confident knowing that I did everything that I could do. And I'm very at peace with the timing of it and how it all played out.
Mary discussed the infamous catfishing incident and just how much of a role it played in her split with Cody.
I'm going to clarify something here, and this is what a lot of people really misunderstand, and that is the fact that a lot of people look at the catfishing as a defining moment of the demise of our marriage, or even the family.
All right, guys. So now, like I was telling you guys, let's go to the thumbnail. Let's go to the thumbnail, because this was his first wife. This was his main joint. In fact, she helped recruit a lot of these other bitches. And it's now, only now, guys, when I tell you this one was his ride or die. Was his ride or die. But all it takes is for that one that circled to fill away and speak up. And then all of a sudden, magically, everybody get the, well, hey, you know, you're right. You're right. Because when you go in with this something for nothing attitude, You can't mind read what these women is thinking about. You're never going to be able to mind read what these women are thinking about. You know what I mean?
Let me
And
tell you
women are
something.
emotional. Women are emotional. Women emotions change, bro. Women emotion. You know that a woman could go through 4 different emotions in one 24-hour span. But again, all
Let
it
me
takes
tell
is one person to set it off, and your ass is grass, sir, because you have no power in these polygamy relationships. No matter what you tell yourself, don't be like the modern women where you telling yourself some shit that the reality don't show you. I'm telling you, sir. I'm telling you. Look at me. I'm Mr. Goodbread, right? Y'all niggas fuck with me. Y'all fuck with me because y'all know I'm the real deal. I am the real deal. Bro, I'm telling you, I had no control over that. I had no power in that situation, bro, other than the power in leaving or the power in saying, you know what, fuck this shit, fuck all of y'all, y'all get the fuck out. All of y'all. That's the only power you have in that situation. The power to get
Hey,
rid
but
of it.
brother, hey, Brad, remember, man, the Bible talk about like in the last days, like it's gonna come a time where it's gonna be like 7 women to a man. So like, I think we
Yep.
probably just living in
yeah.
that prophecy being fulfilled. We probably gotta be able to bounce like 7 hoes, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like God done commanded that shit, nigga,
Yeah.
prophesied that
But
shit.
at
So, like,
that, when it
you
comes to
gotta be
that,
able
right?
to
Being that it's a prophecy, when it comes to that, God expect his real men not to even go for it. Like it's too late now, miss. It's too late. Don't run near me. Don't don't run by me, sis. You're not getting in this relationship, bitch. Cause when you had a chance, when your struggling, stupid ass had a chance, you didn't. You was all this pride and ego. So keep that same energy. And that's what God expects us real men to be on. That's the type of time God expects us real men.
so the
God
stick
don't expect us to provide shelter for these wicked motherfuckers just because they're at a vulnerable state. When the wicked is at a vulnerable state, that is not the green light for us to go take advantage of them. Them bitches don't want us. They don't like us. So when they at a compromising state, don't fuck with them. Remember,
Okay.
always remember,
Okay.
they said and they pledged they can do bad off by themselves. Then they went and ran and made a deal with the Democrats to be in poverty for 2,000 years, bro, 200 years, bro. And
Let me
then
let,
they
let me
made
mention
deal.
two
They made
scriptures to back up something you said. Let me mention 2 scriptures to back up what you said. Uh, Ecclesiastes 7:26-28. That's why I mentioned that in the first place. Also, Isaiah 3:16-26, and what the brother mentioned a while ago about the 7 women to 1 man is Isaiah 4:1. That's all I was trying to do a while ago.
We get it now. It came together. Connect the dots.
What you know about that? Like, shit, man, I respect your scholarship, man. Yeah.
It's a fact.
Family, and it's really not, because there was a lot of things that were happening for years prior. So to look at that moment as the thing that broke the marriage is very inaccurate. So, we have spent a lot of years since then having discussions, avoiding discussions, not really being in a place that, specifically about me and Cody, not really being in a place that I feel like that we could really talk and hear what the other one was saying, so I think the passing of time and all those years since then, he and I have really been able to come to a place that we can.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. She right. All them kids is big now, bro. The youngest kid is probably about 7, and that's with the youngest wife. Her kids, all her kids is old now. All her kids is grown, guys. Her kids is ready to move out. They had an episode where her kids didn't want to live this life. They actually wanted to go to the city. They actually wanted to become more modern. More modern, guys. Mind you, she spent their whole childhood keeping them sheltered away from the society that they want to be part of now. This is why I be talking about with them helicopter parents. You know what I mean? Them helicopter parents. And when you raise kids in polygamous environments, you're going to raise some of the freakiest, you're going to raise some of the most retarded thinking kids, because kids learn by what they see, bro. That shit ain't normal. I don't give a fuck what you want to tell it, how you want to shape it up to appease your sexual desires. That shit just not normal, sir. It's just it's as abnormal as a motherfucking kid waking up to two of the same sex parents, nigga.
Yeah, but that's why they're trying to normalize all of that shit. It's like mind fuck, man, and the kids are a target to this shit. The kids are like one of the main targets. Man. Check your children, man. Guard the kids. Watch out for the babies. Good bird.
Can just be
Keep them
more
away from
open
the
and
kids.
honest with each other. Whereas, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, we couldn't have done that.
Mary also revealed that she's ready to think about dating again.
I definitely am open to it.
You are sugar bum. You are God, my nigga. It's God in all of us. The sad part is people know that and they carry on like fools. They carry on like buffoons. He carved you in the image of him, and he expects you to carry on as such. Those that know that they are God and don't carry on as if they are God will be crucified the worst. Remember that.
I've lived many years as a very strong, independent, solo person. I don't want to live the rest of my life solo. So yeah, I'm definitely open to it. I'm probably not going to go with another plural marriage. I mean, I have a great family, but it's probably not going to go that direction for me.
While there may be plenty of uncertainty in the coming months, Mary said she's really excited about the future.
There's a lot of things that are still unknown. And that's okay. And I have to tell myself often that that's okay. That things.
She got great energy. I'll tell you that. For somebody that spent her time in this polygamy relationship, not being selfish, sharing the spotlight, because that's what she was. This was his ride or die, bro. I can't shit on this woman right here, bro. I seen her, what she endured. I seen her, how she just was submissive. I seen her with open arms invite every single new sister wife to the family, bro. So I can't knock her. I really, really would like to know what the fuck is Cody doing.
These are unknown because I do believe that they will come to me at the time that they're meant to come to me. But I also have a lot of control, like a lot of things that I can control. And I'm really excited for those things. I've got another really exciting project coming along. I've got good people surrounding me. I've got an awesome support system, and just kind of being open to what the future holds. We don't know what's going to come in the future. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You know what I mean? So it's just about, for me, it's really just about.
Guys, I'm going to tell you right now what happened with this relationship, with this polyamorous relationship, yo. And like I tell you guys, you know I got a front row seat at the sisterhood, bro. This is fresh off of Mrs.Goodbread tongue, bro. Cause you know I ain't as smart as as I like to pretend. It's a team effort, yo. Mr. Approach, KDH, DeBell, JJ, D Brown. Listen, I listen to everything y'all say. But this right here, hold on, guys. This right here is this right here was due to COVID, right? COVID magnified their issues, bro. COVID magnified everybody's in a relationship issues because what COVID did was it got rid of the side dudes and it brought everybody back together, right? And then when everybody got back together in that household, you got to see who Cody liked the most. You got to see who Cody gonna spend time with the most. And that's where that jealousy and that envy creep in. And this is why it ain't gonna work in our little ass black community where everybody is in your business. It's impossible for you to shelter your business from the community because her mama in your business, her sister in your business, her brother in your business. Social media is allowed to be in your business because they run the social media for therapy. Are you guys getting where I'm going? Are you guys getting the message today, guys? Are you
I've been
understanding
hip to
why
this for a long
polygamy
time. Since I've been
relationships is
on
a thing of the
Facebook.
past, guys? It's 2023. Everything is shift. What's
Well,
down is up. What's up is down. Fake is now the new real. It's over. What you saying, JJ?
I've been hip to what you were saying about these women all in your business even before social media. I got a dead fiance because she cheated on me and called the claps, but nobody, including her own folks or the guy she cheated on, didn't take her to the hospital to get checked on, but me.
Powerful.
That's another reason I mentioned Ecclesiastes 7:26-28 because it is true and it's very powerful.
Powerful, bro. Powerful. Sugar Bum, why is she a dummy, Sugar Bum? She ain't a dummy. You know she not a dummy, Sugar Bum. Look at this woman right here, right? Why is she a dummy? This woman, she not the best looking woman in the world. She not ugly, but she got a chance to raise kids. She got a chance to endure the housewife experience, the experience that a lot of you black women want to experience, right? She got a chance to do all of that because her submissive and her femininity allowed it. So
Yeah,
how is
whatever.
she a dummy? When
What,
a lot of black women are in poly relationships, they just don't know it and they just rather the lies. They rather play less pretend. They rather just, you listen, you can fuck the other girl over there, just don't let me know. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of in the black community, it's a lot of relationship caps.
what that sugar bomb at anyway?
Yeah, sugar bum here, sugar bum here. You know what I mean? Sugar bum is in the
Did you
building.
see how I just rebuked her on another live stream? You know what I'm talking about.
You and Sugar Bum, y'all need to go to a debate. You and Sugar Bum need to have a 12-round debate. Word up. And Sugar
You
Bum,
lose.
if Sugar
Off.
Bum, if you thinking about it, Sugar Bum, let me sponsor it. Let me Don King that, yo. You know you belong over here in the righteous sphere. And the righteous sphere is where you learn the most, Sugar Bum. You know that. And the righteous sphere don't blow smoke in your butt. But Sugar Bum, you and JJ, y'all need to go head to head. Mano y mano, yo. Word up, Sugar Bum.
No, that wouldn't work because I ain't got a reprobate mind. A reprobate don't want the truth and they lost causes, even in God's eyes. You got to renew your mind before you hear me, sugar bomb. Or you just take offense to everything I got to say. It'll burn you.
Yeah, let's wrap this thing on up so we get the fuck on out of here, guys.
Keeping all the doors open and saying yes. You know, because if you don't say yes, you always wonder what's going to happen.
For more with the stars of Sister Wives, pick up this week's issue of People on newsstands Friday.
Yeah, Sister Wives is dismantling. Hold on. What is that? Sister Wives are dismantling. Yo, I ain't gonna front. Yo, I was an avid watcher of that show. I was watching that show with Mrs. Goodbread. Mrs. Goodbread, well, hello, crazy. So she loved them shows, yo. She loved them Sister Wives shows. I told y'all, make sure y'all get your information from dudes that's able to talk that shit and really live that shit, guys. I'm one of those guys. Me and Miss Goodbread, we tried this poly shit. You know what I mean? We Bonnie and Clyde, so. Bro, you can't trust no bitch, bro. These modern women you can't trust these bitches, bro. You can't. I'm telling you, you can't trust these bitches, bro. Bitches is weird, bro. And they greedy. They weird and greedy, and they ain't got no common sense, bro. They're ungrateful, greedy, ain't got no common sense. You better off just leaving them away from your shit. Keep them away from your shit, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Hold on, Blue Gotti, man. What the fuck? This nigga Blue Gotti eating tonight, bro. Blue Gotti. That is the comment of the motherfucking night, bro. That's the comment of the night tonight, bro.
Will you please stop balling up and folding up and so we can't even figure out what it is? It's going to be $1 just laid out in there. It's all right. It won't hurt our. We had to go to Family Dollar and buy an iron. To iron out all the dollars because we can't even tell what they are. I work in the trustee ministry and we're trying to go to Golden Corral too. By the time we iron out all the dollars, everything is closed. And we don't even cook on Sunday no more. So just lay it in the plate. It's still going to be $1. Amen. Come on, y'all. Let's just get along. Come on. Help us out. Because we ushers. We ushers. Amen. We're here to serve you. And no.
Man, yo, my good brads. You know why I fuck with y'all niggas, man? I fuck with y'all because we gonna make sure everybody great. We gonna make sure everybody not stupid over here. And that just by the way we comment and the way we hold each other down over here, it shows a lot, bro. If Solomon couldn't pull it off, then it's not meant. And for those of y'all that know that don't know who Solomon is, he's the smartest motherfucker in the Bible, bro. He's the smartest motherfucker in the world, bro. And if a smart hood nigga, he not only is he smart, he hood. He that real hood smart. You know what I mean? Because y'all be thinking hood smart mean risky. Risky ain't always smart. You know what I mean? If you're not taking the proper risk, then you just stupid, nigga, because you're going to lose. You're going to fail more than you win. But Solomon was hood smart, bro. We went over Solomon. Remember, Solomon figured out the first paternity fraud, which was between two women. Remember the woman that slept on her kid and suffocated him, and then the bitch gonna go try to steal another chick's kid?
Yeah, I remember that.
That's Solomon.
Mm-hmm.
Solomon, his knowledge, Solomon wisdom is what figured it out. His wisdom figured out who was the true baby mother. When he said, let me split the baby in half. Let me cut this motherfucking baby in half. And when the real mother said, no, just let her have it, he knew that was the real mother. Because no real mother gonna see the kid go. No real mother gonna see the kid get killed.
No loving mother at that.
Hey, thank you. I stand corrected. No loving mother. Perfect, yo. Ever through our
I think she was a loving mother. That's why she didn't allow her.
Week's issue of People on newsstands Friday.
And that's a wrap, guys. And that's going to bring us to the conclusion of our show right there. Well, now it's an open panel, guys. Now, I mean, we ain't going nowhere. I want to hear from you guys, bro. I want to hear from you guys. I want to know, what did you think about Poly before you knew the real shit? Before you saw this live, what did you think Poly was? You know what I mean? Are you with Poly? Do you think Poly will work? You know what I mean? Let's start the conversation, guys. I told y'all from the giddy up, we was gonna have an adult conversation tonight.
Well, I don't know what to think of it. It's not illegal in the Bible. It's illegal in this country. But I'm gonna say this I didn't say before. Even God said a virtuous woman who can find, right? So if you can't find one good woman, why waste your life and your energy and your resources on 7 bunch of no good women?
Exactly, JJ. You could mic drop. Mic drop. If you having difficulties trying to figure out one bitch because of the ways of the world, why would you go? Remember, responsibilities is something you got to be able to manage. If you can't manage your responsibilities, then you can't keep it. That's part of managing things. Why are you gonna go add more shit on your on your management if you can't manage the shit you already have, guys? Come on,
But
guys.
look at Steve Harvey. He had the money and all that. And that one he couldn't even deal with because she cheated on him.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a great.
Even if
That's
you
a
got
great
money,
point.
money don't buy love. It buy conditions. It don't buy love.
Right, guys. You gotta remember, money buys peace. Money buys peace. Money buys your rent. Money buys your food. Money buys your basics. And then the little
That's
leftovers is what you use to take it to the top. Money buys peace, and peace buys happiness. If you're not at peace, then you far from being happy. Remember, success means your expectations out of life meets your reality, what you're going through, what you're living on a day to day. If your expectations don't meet the reality, then I don't give a fuck how much money, I don't give a fuck how much status. You're not successful because you're searching, you're looking for something.
I'm still searching. I'm 44 with no kids. And when people ask me why I never been married with no kids, I tell them because I know too much. As far as the ways of this wicked country and set up the laws against men to favor the women to destroy men in this country.
No doubt, bro. We got the word wizard. I call Zone the word wizard. Yo, can you imagine if I had Zone's articulate, if I had Zone grammar and the way Zone is articulate? Yo, son, sometimes I go home and I be thinking that I be making myself Zone and shit. Yo, y'all niggas be thinking I'm playing, son. I be telling y'all the truth. Cause yo, I be watching Zone lives, right? Zone don't think I be watching, but I be watching them shits. And the nigga is so smooth with what he say. It's like, damn, son. Damn, son. That if he had the 60K, he'd be Goodbread, bro. No cap. No cap, yo. I love the righteous fear because, like I told them earlier, we not those bitter men that be on the channels. I love my channel, bro, because we got real women and we got real men that own shit. That you know what I mean? That is in a position to really sit these women upright. But we not gonna do that unless you worth it.
Right. See, let me quote something. I think I mentioned this before. A quote I know. I was sitting on my bed one day. It was in the daylight too. The light was coming through my window in my bedroom. God put this quote on my mind. I know it was him. A non-virtuous woman has about as much value as a wooden penny at best and detrimental at worst. Quote unquote.
That's a fact. Like a lot of men, they out here giving these fans only girls the whole bag, the whole loaf of bread. You supposed to get these bitches crumbs, bro. God ain't say you ain't gotta pay them because he expect you to pay the slave, bro. Cause when God mentions slavery, he talking about indentured workers, or he talking about workers that gotta work it off. They ain't got no skills to pay the bills. So they just gotta work it off. So they slaves.
Now let me mention this female over here live next to me. Now, yesterday they took the tags off her vehicle. She got kids by, I don't know if it's by the same guy, but I know she got 2 kids at least. And I felt really disgusted. She never acted funny toward me. She's cute. She gained weight since she had them kids, I guess. And she got those big saddlebags on her side. And that's a turn off to me. Plus the fact that the kind of dude she's dealing with, Thuggo, out there. I don't know if he work. I doubt it. But most of the time he ain't even there. He ain't even there with her. And he come there. She's still fooling with him. I know her mama, she's family and stuff like that set out. Yeah, I want to be honest. So I'm continuing on. I drank with her father sometime and the mother. They friends and family. Small community is kind of like that here. The little town, Forsyth, Arkansas. But anyway, and I'm finding all this out. See, one vehicle needs legitimate tags on it. The police took off because they were illegitimate because her uncle passed away, her mama's brother. I think no, her daddy brother. I think her daddy brother passed away, and she got babies by this dude. I guess by the same guy, and she can't afford to get tags on that vehicle. Her mama helped babysit her so she can be with that dude, and I don't like none of it. She got both of her parents in her life, and she still ain't successful. I don't understand her or them. I cannot understand that.
You know what it is, JJ? One of those parents is unbalanced. Either the mama is a sucker or the daddy is a simp. And remember, when the mama is a sucker or the daddy is a simp, that's just as good as having a single mother. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'd have to say so. I have to agree with you on that.
Facts, guys. Because when the daddy is a simp, all he gonna do is spoil his daughter. And the last thing you want to do as a man, as a father, is spoil your daughter. You want to teach your daughter. The mom's gonna spoil the kids. Your job as the man is to dash their dream and give them the sense of reality. Man, we got envy. We got the rookie of the year in the place to be, bro. The zone don't go nowhere without his details. Salute to Zone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on, fellas? What's going on? Good show, Mr. Goodbread.
Just reviewing some things, expressing some things. Howdy,
yes,
bro.
sir. Salute to we got who's it got? Tola. We got Tola on the panel.
We got Tolo. We got old school Tolo in the panel.
Salute to Tola being back on the panel, shooting that knowledge, killing us with the game. You know what I'm saying? That good
and
old
that
game.
goddamn phone, bro.
And that 2009 internet. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have to pass. We're gonna have to pass the collection plate to get a donation going. You know what I'm saying? To get that internet up to speed, we got to get them bits per second. You know what I'm saying? Like, we be all the way up in Palms. We be up in Psalms, and Tola be up in Genesis, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I got to get on over to the zone. See what I mean? See what I mean? Yo, this is what I mean, bro.
Like don't be fucking 4 hours. Nigga be walking through the park and shit, talking all type of deep shit and shit. Like nigga be driving and nigga ain't even driving. Nigga go. That nigga get in the car. He one of them niggas that will go in the car in front of his house and shit. Nigga ain't even driving nowhere. Nigga would do a whole show in the car for like an hour.
Guys, I see Zone pull up anywhere. Nigga Zona go live anywhere in the desert, bro. Anywhere in the desert.
That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact, man. Nah, but I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. You know what I'm saying? Got my little shorty about to come over, so I ain't gonna be on here too long. So, with the whole, this whole poly situation, what we gotta realize, because let's be honest, this poly situation, it's not our culture.
Mm-hmm.
When we came to this land and we were already here, we came to this land and we were already here. So when that infusion happened, that it disbanded all of the culture. You got this culture coming together, you got that, and then centuries pass and stuff is everywhere. So let's be real, like that's really not our culture. And and for the men who are in certain positions, those are some hell of a men. That's their lane. That's what's cut out for them. That's their niche. It's like Kobe, it's like Kobe, that was his niche, basketball. You know what I'm saying? It's that everybody got their niche, and this poly situation is not everybody's niche. And we got to realize that this poly situation is, what you seeing on the TV, what you seeing on YouTube. And we all know that Hollywood is the devil's playground. So if they're doing that, then that's probably something that you don't need to do. If they're doing that, then you probably need to do the opposite of that. The poly situation, the nuclear family situation, mom and dad in the same house raising the children, that's what's really keeping us going. It's not really the poly situation. My grandfather and my grandmother stuck together. They still together. They raised my dad, my aunt, my uncle. Those kids grew up and they did the same thing. Rinse and repeat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be in these streets. You know what I'm saying? I'll be here, I'll be there, and I'm out there with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the back block sometimes. But even myself who is somebody that's pretty confident with women, I took two L's. I took two L's, and I just recently found myself in a weird, awkward predicament last night at 2 a.m. So it's not, and I'm gonna talk about that in the upcoming live. So it's you gotta be careful, and I'm gonna tell you. Goodbread touched on it. It's a lot of suckers who have these live shows who they, talk about like they got the game. Those are some sucker niggas. They can't get no girls. They don't get no pussy. Mr. Goodbread said it. I go live in the middle of the desert. I go live, when I'm at this place, when I'm at that place. And the only reason I don't go live when I have girls around is because that's not the lifestyle that I'm trying to present.
Exactly.
The content that I'm trying to present is about fatherhood, it's about masculinity, and it's about a positive, healthy lifestyle. And so when you come to my channel, that's exactly what you're gonna get. I don't need no young man coming to my channel, seeing me talking to girls and all this kind of stuff. Because if I wanted to do that a long time ago, I would have did that. And
keep in mind, guys, he can do that. Motherfucker in Scottsdale, Arizona. Y'all see he ain't got bad bitches like that.
Yeah.
Y'all feel laugh at me. I got something to say. My daddy used to tease me. He said he's got the quantity, I had the quality. I mean, he had the quality and I had the quantity. Well, He said that because he thick women always coming up to me and all this stuff. But hey,
But yeah. But I'm gonna wrap this up though. But you know, like I was saying, a lot of these guys are suckers, and here's the reality. Here's the reality. I have a passport. I could go to Japan tomorrow. I could go to Germany. I could go to Spain. I could go to South America. I could do all of those things. I could do all of those things, right? But you know what I'm saying? It's good women, it's decent. I had a conversation. I told my 14-year-old daughter went through her first little situation with a boy. I said 80% of these dudes is not shit. 80% of these dudes is not shit. And that's why you're going to be alone for a minute, because that 20% is not really easy to come by. That's why you're going to always be in a situation where somebody's not offering nothing, or this person's low down, no good, because that's the 80%. When you run into that 20%,
that's judgment on these wicked women, I'm telling you.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just wrap it up and say that the whole poly situation is something that you have to be born into. In other words, if your pops wasn't putting you on to the game of how to do that since playground days, don't think that you about to be 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 getting into all that shit, because you're not built for that shit. A lot of these westernized men, a lot of these American men, with the exception of a few, y'all not built for that shit. You're not. There's nothing you could say that could try to say on these panels to try to convince me or to try to convince. And I'm telling any young bull that's out here listening to all this nonsense, if they spewing that bullshit without actually showing you the evidence, without really going in depth, giving you real life experience, if they have not been raised up in that culture, they on some bullshit. You get you one good lady, and you ride that shit out.
I don't want to age before my time. I tell you right now on that.
Cause a lot of you regular niggas, y'all can't handle more than one. I don't consider myself a regular nigga, but even more than one is a little bit difficult for me.
Bro, Zone, you cooking. Can you please cook, bro? Finish. I'm Mr. Goodbread. And I just told these dumb niggas, I showed these niggas, y'all see me in the strip club. I can get Mr. Goodbread come in here right now and tell y'all dumb niggas, bro, don't believe the hype.
And stop.
This is not for
let me
us.
add
What Zone
on.
said.
Let me tack on to something I read in the Bible to support you, Mr. Goodbread. It's legal to have more than one woman, one wife, but you got to take care of all of them. It's in the Bible.
Exactly, and I ain't doing that. I'm not simming on two bitches, bro. I got a problem with simming on one.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
But let me go back to say this though. God
provide
said,
for all of the
in the Bible, He said, a virtuous woman who can find. If it's difficult to find that one, don't even think about trying to find 7 more.
JJ killing them right now. That's a mic drop point. If God gonna tell you, right? Because God say, right, he who finds a woman finds a good thing. And then he turns around and tell us who can find a virtuous woman. So you know he fucking with us, bro. He fucking with us, bro.
God got a real sense of humor.
He got a real sense of humor.
And I'm gonna tell y'all this too, right? So I'm about to be 35 next Sunday, right? So I've been blessed to only have caught an STD one time. And the one time that I caught that STD is because I was messing with a low down, dirty, y'all know the word that I want to use, right? That only happened to me. That only happened to me one time. It took me one time to learn my lesson, and I've really been extra careful and extra cautious ever since. So let's not play games, and let's not act like there's not consequences for your actions. You know, I've been blessed to make it this far without a case of the Magic Johnson, or a case of the Usher. You know, packages that you can't return.
Right.
You know,
That's a,
packages
yo,
that you got to
bro.
take medication
Yo,
for.
bro, can I tell you, yo, Zone, since we here and we giving testimonies, you know, Zone, you one of the pillars over here, and I'm not gonna ever let you go out like that, bro. Can I tell you how me and Miss Bread, bro, me and Miss Goodbread, we caught our first ever STL. I call it a STL. That shit is a fucking with these ratchet bitches, bro. Fucking with this poly situation. Before this poly situation, we was good. We could, cause like she my doctor. But when you start having these poly situations, you can't resort to your shorty being your doctor because these bitches, bro, don't go to the doctor, bro. These bitches don't go to the doctor. And it be the pretty bitches, bro. When I tell you Miss Goodbread bagged the best bitches, she bagged the prettiest bitches because one thing about a modern woman, they are intimidated by submissive, traditional, conservative, virtuous women. They get
Yeah,
intimidated by them. So
they call them
they
pick me's. They want to
yeah,
cut
yeah.
them down.
They
They want to
listen,
insult them in all kind of
JJ.
ways.
They only want to strength with man when it's just man and modern woman. When the minute a conservative, real virtuous woman come in there, the modern woman is trying to front. They trying to front with in front of the virtuous woman towards the man. So the modern woman act nice to the man in front of the virtuous woman, but let the virtuous woman go, and it's back to this gender war shit, yo. I
Yep.
I promise you,
Denise,
I've
Denise,
seen this. I've seen this. Me and Miss Goodbread tested this shit out, bro, in the
let,
club,
let
yo.
me let me say something I
They just
saw
want
on
to tell
Danica. Shout out to Danica. She said this Asian woman that was doing her nails was trying to get at her. She married and all that, right? To a man. She happy with that man. And shout out to her. I admire her channel. She said that woman tried to flirt with her, you know, and that woman got kind of cold toward her since, you know, that woman was bashing men. You can't trust me and you can't do this and that and the other. And I'm like, yeah, that's a demon. And I caught her live stream and I spoke on some things. That's got all I said, but that woman is jealous and bitter.
Yo, JJ, I feel you, right? But when you hear at the righteous fair, this is our channel, JJ. This is your channel. Fuck
Now I was just
Daniqua.
adding on to what
Fuck,
you were
fuck,
saying.
fuck,
What I
fuck.
was saying.
I get what you're saying, but fuck Daniqua. Fuck all of them because these people that you mentioned, they play politic games, right? Daniqua would
Uh,
never collab with Mr. Goodbread because of
you.
what Mr. Goodbread
Hey,
say out his
remember I
mouth
was
and
trying to
how
put all
Mr.
this
Goodbread
together.
deliver. You know what I mean? So fuck these bitches, bro. I'm dead at Mr. Goodbread is
I used to
here,
fuck-
and Mr. Goodbread
no
is not.
disrespect with
Mr.
it.
Good, no, you know, I mean, you for you, because you fuck with her, but I don't give a fuck how she take it. I'm dead ass serious, right? If you really about black culture and you really about motherfuckers doing what's right for our chocolate colored skin, then regardless of how many subscribers the niggas have, you gonna fuck with him if he telling the truth, right? And no
Yeah.
matter how he deliver his truth, you gonna fuck with him if he's delivering his truth. So I don't want to hear anything about Crimson Cure, Daniqua, or any other of them corny ass bitches on my show ever,
Hey,
ever again,
hey,
because this is a
if I
man
may,
channel.
I used to fuck
if
with
I
the
may,
bitches man, when they first started, man. It red pill shit, man. I used to fuck with the bitch. I know the bitches, man.
Hey,
co-workers. They my
if I
co-worker, so I don't have no hate towards them.
Oh
But on my show, they don't mention Mr. Goodbread on their show. So we not gonna mention these bitches on my show, bro.
Yeah, fuck that
hell,
bitch. Hey, if I could say this, if I could say this real quick, I'm not gonna listen to no chick, right? You see like how we talking about the poly situation, right? Which the poly situation, let's be real, is based off of an excuse to be and I'm talking about in this culture, because that's not the norm for the West. It's not. We're not gonna act like this poly situation isn't being perpetuated to spread, sexual irresponsibility. That this is the poly situation is almost synonymous with the rainbow situation. They are
Exactly,
perpetuating
Zone.
they
Let's go,
perpetuating this
Zone.
rainbow situation because they eventually want to use that as a cover to get to our fucking kids. And I'm saying it right here live on the air. If I catch any weirdo fucking around with kids, I'ma fuck you the fuck up because I don't play that shit. So the poly situation again. If you wasn't raised in it, if you wasn't really a part of that kind of soil, it's not for you. And I can't mess with no chick who had a dude on her show who actually was in a different country, and when he came on her show, she asked her, "Yo, so you got any buns yet? You ran through any chicks yet?" And the dude was like, "Nah, I'm just here to learn the culture and get a feel for it. This is my first time here. I'm not even dealing with no women." And she clowned him for it. So I could never rock with any chick. She ain't no different than the rest of these black Jezebels out here. Any one of these other single hell of a moms out here who are making our children effeminate,
Exactly.
illiterate,
Dumb.
and don't even these little kids. They walk around in busted sneakers and dirty. Don't even know how to wash their face. Like I can't do it. Once I saw that one time, I'm just like, yeah, all you bitches are the same.
That's a fact, and that's how I feel. I mean, we got bitches that don't know how to cook. Why is y'all females not teaching these women how to cook? Why is y'all teaching the men what bad women do to them instead of teaching bad women how to be good women? Since y'all so much of a good woman, that's why I can't fuck with y'all. I'm not a dummy, bro. My name Mr. Goodbread, not dummy.
hey,
Mr. Goodbread, not
I got
dummy.
a powerful question. We can ask women. Are you a truly virtuous woman? Then prove it.
Not though. That's what I'm saying. We got modern woke women, and any woke woman is not a real sister now. Because real sisters are humble, they're shy, and they're scary. So a bitch that can get on YouTube every single day is not a virtuous woman, bro. Do you see Miss Goodbread on this motherfucking show, bro?
No.
Write my scripts.
You hiding for the camera.
Wait a minute,
bro.
I wanna say something on that. A scripture that supports what you just said, Miss Goodbread.
Let's go, bro. Get it. We need proof because they think we making shit up, JJ.
Now listen, 1 Timothy chapter 2, verses 1 through 15. 1 Timothy chapter 2, verses
That's
1
okay,
through
Izzy.
15.
That's my guy, Izzy. That's Izzy joint right there.
I'm a seeker of the truth, and when I find it, I share it.
If that's the one where he said, "I do not suffer a woman to teach while a man is in church, and he do not suffer a woman to take ownership over a man, to stand on top of a man." Women are made from a man's rib, from a man's side. So y'all supposed to be our ride or die on our side. Y'all not supposed to be on our head, or we not supposed to step on y'all. We not from y'all not from our foot bone, so we can't crush y'all. We can't step on y'all, but y'all supposed to be on our side. Y'all bitches don't want to be on our side, yo. Y'all bitches want to right hand
Keep
the white
on,
supremacy. You know what I mean? Come on now. Y'all
keep
bitches
on.
y'all wanna control us. And
No,
then we
keep
supposed to
read
accept the
that
shit
whole
that
thing.
y'all do.
Read
Bro,
that whole script.
I'm going off of straight knowledge and what I know. I don't even got the book in front of me right now, man. Damn, go ahead. You go, so, yeah. Zone, take over the show while I go get this verse.
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. And you know what? You know what, man? Look, I'm living real life. I'm living real life. I'm dealing with real situations. I'm raising real children. I'm responsible for a real mortgage
Right.
and rent. I got real shit going on, right?
No
So
taxes.
so so we this poly stuff is a resort of how many, since the whole Kevin Samuel shit, how many panels, how many live streams have you seen where everybody that calls in the show is on the panel, they keeping it fake, or they never liked the girl, or they don't want to share how they really feel about a woman because you got a whole masculine frame and all of this kind. Man, cut that goofy shit out, man. Liking women, first of all, that's how you know that you're heterosexual. So I don't
That's
know
a fact.
where all this goofiness is coming from when dudes hop on panels and they admit that they like a chick or they want to talk about a romantic situation that they had. They talking about it because they want dudes to learn from their mistakes so they don't make them same mistakes. And a lot of dudes call those guys are simps. Now, when it's situations where you got to call the simping out, in situations like some dudes from Baltimore, you got to call those kind of situations out, because that's just fucking trash. You got whores. I believe I can fly. Yeah, that nigga. You got whores, on your panel, and let's keep it 100. That homie started off on some righteous, knowledgeable shit, which was fantastic, and took us into the fucking trick bag. That nigga ain't no different than a Danica Marie.
That nigga.
Exactly. What the fuck? You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
Zone
Like,
is retarded for that.
yo, that's the thing, man. Like it's just so much fakeness in this fuck shit. And I don't mean to just use all these languages like that. Y'all know I don't really talk like that, but like it's so that's why a lot of you dudes, listen, that's why a lot of you dudes, you're getting fake results because you being fake, and you're not getting real results because you're not being real. It's okay to like a chick. It's okay to talk about, give insight on your personal situations, because people, y'all don't understand. This stuff is gonna be here 30 years from now, and these broadcasts, they're gonna be here after we gone. We are in a pivotal situation where, as a society, whether you're white, black, Hispanic, Asian, relationships and households is nuclear households is a big problem, because this government is not for us. This government, it does not care about relationships between men and women. They're proving it because every fucking day they keep pushing some type of new legislation that says this chick is a man and this man is a chick, and it's okay to give your kids this surgery, and if you try to prevent them, then we just gonna do this, that, and the third. This government does not care, and if you rely on this government, then you gonna be like one of these wackies out here, and you're gonna be in poverty, because that's all the government is now, is poverty. The old shit is always gonna be the new shit, because it's always gonna be what worked.
Brother, you talk on some things, a bunch of points I could speak on.
That's a fact, though, Zone. Y'all could have piggyback off of that nigga like 3 times already. But yo, your guys, yo, dead ass, no cap. what I say Zone is saying in its entirety. I can't really pinpoint everything because he said a lot, but mental health is the new rich, bro. Mental health is the new wealth, bro. If you get your mind right and you not part of the programming, you finna be rich. You finna be rich beyond your belief, bro. Because you don't want to be driving the cab all your life.
Yo. Hey, and I'm gonna tell you this for you men that got daughters out there, the sins of the father is real, and I say that because, you know, I got two daughters, but I really only speak on one because the one I talk about is the main one that I raise. So I cannot tell my daughter, I cannot be putting my daughter on the game about how these boys are and about things that she's going to encounter as she becomes a young adult and then an adult and a mother and eventually a wife, because I'm raising my daughter to be a wife. I'm not raising her to be a chick that's focused on her career and all that kind of stuff. That's great if you into that, but that's not how I'm doing that. I can't give her all that great insight and things I've been through, things that me and her mother have been through. But then, you know, when I drop her off at her mother or her auntie's house, then I'm ripping and running the streets, doing the exact opposite of what I told her. And every time that I've done some hoodlum crazy stuff, because me and my daughter have such a good connection, and sometimes this doesn't happen with everybody because every parent does not have a strong connection with their child. But if you are a father, then you have a strong connection with your daughter. When you get out here and you do some hoodlum, bum, scandalous stuff on these chicks or with these chicks, it's gonna come back through a boy or another kind of situation to your daughter. It's going to. I done witnessed it over the past like 3 years.
Yo, Zone, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead, bro.
Why do you think that us dudes that's just naturally good with women, why do you think that our first child is a female and then our second child is a female? Like, why do you think we are ultimate producers of females, bro? I have two. My first, I thought I couldn't make no boys. I'm surprised my little man Shamari, I'm surprised at him, bro. It got to the point where I was so battered and bruised. I was hoping for a girl. Like, fuck it, let me go with the trifecta. But he came out a boy. But how do you feel about that, bro? Like that it's like always like the ladies' man and the dudes that be with the shits always end up with the females, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's by design, you know, divine intervention. And I think that it's like that because if it wasn't designed like that, I think that the chaos that we already caused would be times 10 if it wasn't like that. Like
that's our punishment. I looked at it as that's our punishment, bro. That's like, I'm gonna slow your ass down now. Your hour is up.
Let me drop the hammer to say this. Us men have XY chromosomes. Women have XX chromosomes. That proves the story of Adam and Eve to be true. Woman came from man. Man made from dirt. And if it wasn't for us men, women would not have a purpose to begin with.
That's right.
That's a fact.
Biblical truth and scientific proof.
That's a fact, and I think that's where men and women go wrong, because women they act like we think that like women we know that y'all serviceable, y'all are the tools, even though society try to do its best to make men out to be the tools. You women are really the tools. Like, men are the builders and you women are the tools. So you are replaceable. We have options, and for some reason society just make a whole lot of money telling y'all the other way, telling y'all the opposite.
It's backwards. That's how they rule the world, by turning the truth into a lie and the up down and all of that. Man, that's their secret. That's their power. That's their agenda.
I got
Yo,
another big old hammer to drop too.
and then I think we need to really pay homage to our real sisters. Like, how can we, how like some solutions? You know how we do. Go ahead, JJ, and then we'll get to some solutions.
The big hammer I always, well, it's a quote I said. Two quotes, matter of fact. The devil's favorite weapon against humanity is a woman. There will be more women in hell than men.
Yep.
That's a fact.
That's a
The two
fact, though,
people,
JJ. This nigga, JJ, don't spook the girls now. Don't spook the women now. But that's a fact.
Turn the hose away, but that can be tricky.
only a remnant will make it. It's in the Bible too.
Yeah, and he said, just because you say, "Oh, I'm a Christian," don't mean you going. Just because you're a Christian, you call yourself a Christian, don't mean you going. Y'all gonna be the ones get first.
Don't y'all know even scientists have admitted that they officially discovered hell?
Yeah. Yo, hell is on earth too. To me, hell is on earth. If you a liar and you just be trying to cover up shit, you live
No,
in
it's
hell
beneath
on
the
earth.
earth.
You live
It's
in hell
beneath
on
the earth.
earth, bro.
Hell is
Word.
beneath. Hell is beneath the earth. The scientists said this. They were doing some drilling and found out some things.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. You know what I mean? Me, JJ, I don't believe shit that these motherfuckers say. How the scientists look?
That's a scientific version of hell. That's what I'll say.
Right. That's the scientific version now. But we know
I
that
believe,
this
I
right
believe
here
that,
is
but
hell
I
on
don't
earth.
believe.
What turning your news on and seeing that somebody died every day. You don't see no stories on the news about a motherfucker learning, growing, leveling up. Every time you turn the news on, it's about death, it's about fear, and that's hell on earth. I mean, remember, God got everything here on earth to have everybody that indulge in sin eliminate themselves. The fat
Yep.
people will die of gluttony because that's a seven deadly sin. The gay people will die of AIDS and disease because that's a seven deadly sin. The adulterous bitches, they fitting to catch a disease and die, so that's a seven deadly sin. Everything that God
Die from
Envy,
said don't do has its
poverty. But
consequence on earth. So if
envy
you
is another
indulge
one.
in that, it's over. You know what I mean? It's hell on earth, and people choose to indulge in the seven deadly sin. Like like I said, like a lot of people going down. We see that the black community is taken over by obesity, bro. Obesity is a greedy heart. We know how many motherfuckers running around here with a greedy heart, men and women, bro. That's why ain't nobody in shape right now, bro. Everybody entitled to success. Everybody ain't do no work. Motherfuckers just got a greedy heart. And that's gluttony. That's a seven deadly sin, bro. It's up.
crazy. How
I got
you don't
teased. I got
everything?
teased because I'm not a fat man. I got a big appetite.
Nah, but how you don't got but want everything? How that work though? Like you gotta
Facts, though, T.O.
work. You got nothing. You know nothing, but you want everything. You think you and you feel entitled to like if you, yeah, like if you got like a fucking 900 credit score, some shit, like you don't even gotta pay. Like you just go sign off on it, yeah, walk out. Like yeah,
Word.
like yeah.
You know, everything you bought was stolen merchandise, but you mad that your credit score ain't high. You get what I'm saying? Shit like that be pissing me off with these black folks that be pissing me off. Bro, everything you bought in your life was from some stolen property. That's why your credit score not dope because you ain't got no, you ain't do nothing. You ain't got no history, bro. Like, it's common sense, bro. But motherfuckers be dumbing out. They be
Idiots
dumbing out.
buying and selling food stamps.
Yo, son, matter of fact, if any of you bitches are selling food stamps, let me know. Hit me up, bro. hit me the fuck up because I need that. Because I was getting your word. I got A's.
Yeah, and with
got
all that,
A's.
with all that stolen shit too. That's why, like Mr. Goodbread said, that's why your credit fucked up. That's why you end up losing it. It ain't supposed to be easy to get shit, dummies. You got to work for it. You got to earn it.
And God see when you steal too. God see when you stole. So just because you doing good shit, thinking you gonna get a blessing, God saw when you did some foul, wicked shit too. Just like He see when you doing good shit. Go ahead, JJ.
I'm a truck driver, right? And I drove for certain companies, and one of them, Celadon. I met the owner in March of 2004 when I was in orientation. Celadon is Chinese for blue, right? He passed away a few years ago, and after that company went belly up. They didn't do me right. And a lot of other companies I drove for, they didn't do me right even. They belly up too, or going belly up. On the way out.
Yeah, that's crazy. JJ, you said you're. Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry.
I'm just making a point. God don't like ugly.
Hell no. And He cared less for pretty.
I'm talking about deeds. I ain't talking about looks on the physical. I'm talking about on the inside now. Or the deeds, for that matter. God don't like ugly.
JJ, you said you was a truck driver, right? And
yeah.
My guy, Mr. Approach. I'm gonna call this nigga Mr. All the way around the clock. He just sent me some shit, yo. He said, and he titled this shit, "Did JJ ever run into one of these?" So I guess this is gonna be a succubus type woman, but it's some funny shit. Cause knowing Mr. Approach,
I ran into
it's some funny shit. And I'm looking at it, yeah, there's some stupid shit. Mr. Approach,
I ran into plenty, but I was smarter than
I thought I was a dummy, Mr. Approach. You a dummy. Trying to make 150 from a truck driver. Yo, Mr. Approach, you's a dummy. I thought I was a dummy. Mr. Approach, me and you match, bro. We match. This nigga's a fool. Hold on, let's listen to this.
What happened?
She's trying to get it in.
No, I'm Dominique.
No, I said what you had said.
Good.
What you had said?
Oh, I had said I was, making this 150, 200.
You said you need to make 150 or 200. Doing what?
Huh?
Doing what?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm lost. I'm clueless. So what you, I'm lost.
The bitch said, I don't know. Bitch, you know. I'm done. I'm dead.
Man, who taught her how to be a dummy, man? Lord have mercy.
You ain't shit.
I need to make 150, 200. I don't know.
Mr. Approach.
Yo,
you
how much are they paying you to be stupid? You mean you're doing this shit for free?
No. All jokes aside, man. I think niggas gotta advocate for like economic literacy in schools for the future generations, man. It has to be part of the school curriculum, man. Kids gotta learn how money works and how the economic system works and how what is the global GDP and the national GDP and all of this kind of shit. And what's all of this kind of shit, how savings and checks and balances work, how to invest in stocks, bonds, and interest and shit. Like, come on, man. This shit needs to be taught to the kids.
Yo, I can't stop laughing, son.
I'm gonna have to
mute.
Yo, I'm gonna have to agree with Tola on that one because we don't need our babies trying to make $150, $200 at a truck stop and then acting like they don't know how they gonna make it. Nah, they need to know how to make it.
It's crazy. This nigga had me crying. Tolo got dead serious though. Tolo was upset.
I have to be serious, bro. I ain't gonna. That shit actually irritated me, folks. The stupidity irritates me sometimes, man. Sometimes I can't even joke with. That shit gets it.
She tried to play stupid.
I mean, it's like you trying to make the money. You might as well say what you gonna do for it. Like you trying to make it. Say what you gonna do for it. Like I mean,
Hey, man, ain't that much dicks to suck in the world, man.
JJ, son, what's good, JJ? Have you ever ran into this? Have you encountered this creature?
Yeah, I sure have. We call them lot lizards.
Yeah, boy.
Oh,
she
The
walking around with that.
infamous
She
lot
walking around with
lizard,
that
bro.
clap. That's what she doing. She got that clap.
Exactly, yo.
I don't need that kind of
Exactly.
clap. Clap with your hands. I don't need no clap down below.
Now,
Exactly.
why don't and it be sisters and guys? Yo, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, right?
Yo.
Poly relationships are designed for sisters like this, sisters that need help with their basics. Cause now another sister with her can help her. Will bring the stuff that she lacked. To bring it. That's what. And see, remember the Sarah story. Sarah was poly because she couldn't have babies, and her sister wife could. So she used her sister wife to harbor the baby, even though she changed her mind midway. That's fucked up, Sarah.
You know what Sarah fucked up though? Hagar was a bad bitch though, man. Sarah should have chose like one of the ugly bitches and shit.
But she couldn't because the ugly bitches wasn't her servant. So Hagar was a bad bitch. That bitch was younger than Sarah. Remember, Sarah was motherfucking 80 something years old, boy. So Hagar was motherfucking 30 in those years, bro. Hagar was a bad bitch. You right, Tio. That bitch was mean.
Yeah, especially for a 98-year-old nigga.
Yeah, but that just go to show you how these American wall hitters hate on the passport bros and them young tenderonis, overseas, and they hate on their daughter too. That
But it
that
was
that
her.
story that
Oh,
story
she the
was
one that.
message. That story
But
was
it was her.
message.
But it was her idea. She told Abe like, "All right, bro, like, all right, go fuck my
Exactly.
mate." Like,
Just like
she
it be they,
started.
just like it be single mama out there to tell a girl to go date that boy, knowing that she like that boy and she just not pretty like her daughter. But that's the type of dude she would fuck with. That's why she be telling the daughter to keep the baby and then kick the daughter out. And then to kick the daughter out when the daughter go against her. After telling the daughter to keep the baby. You see, that's that serious shit. And
Y'all
that's a
finna laugh.
real woman.
Wait a minute. Y'all finna laugh at me. I'm talking about dogs now. I don't know why it is that every dog I think I ever had was female. Instead of male. I don't know why. I just
This nigga JJ, yo, you on point. JJ on fire
That's a
tonight.
hell of a
JJ the comedian
coincidence.
tonight. That's right. But this bitch right here, and this a bald headed bitch right here. This bitch bald headed and she looks stupid. Let's hear this out.
I had said I was, making at least 150, 200.
You say you need to make 150 or 200. Doing what?
Huh?
Doing what?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm lost. I'm clueless. So what you, I'm lost.
Oh. I don't know, cleaning or making videos.
What kind of videos?
I don't know.
Oh, you trying to make sex videos?
No. No sex videos.
Oh.
No. No. You know these guys over here?
No, I don't know these fellas. They all just parked here like me.
We just parked here?
Yeah. I said they all parked here like me. I don't know them.
Oh. Alright.
Okay.
Yo, Nisha, you ain't shit, Nisha. How you gonna say selling Girl Scout cookies? Oh, man. Yo, You know what she trying to do? She trying to get
Hey,
the
yo.
finger in the butt. That's what she
Man,
trying to
them,
do.
You hit it from the back, beating my shit in. I asked you why I feel like that. You said feel like what? I tell you meat to meat. You said you took the rubber off. So I'm throwing it back even harder. You tell me you got the nut, so I'm throwing it back even harder. You got the one hand on the neck, one thumb in ass, hitting my shit, beating it the fuck in. Now you nut. You leave the money on the dresser for a plan B. 2 days later, you calling my phone asking me, did I take what? I left the money on the dresser for the plan what?
yo, Shorty be killing it with them claps though. She go in with it. Hey yo, hey Nisha, them lemon cookies, them lemon Girl Scout cookies, they hit, Nate. Them shits is fire.
Yo, y'all ain't shit, yo. Y'all good, Brad. You righteous fear. Y'all niggas ain't right, son. Y'all niggas ain't right. Something wrong with y'all niggas. Yo, why y'all always judging? Y'all think y'all better?
I'm just saying, like I would $1.50. That's
Yo, we come
150.
to this the conclusion of the live, y'all. So we just open paneling it. We just gonna hang out and chill. You know what I mean? Guys, we talking about potty tonight. Like I said, I told y'all we were gonna have a grown folks conversation, bro. Zone escorted y'all dudes that need to play in the gray area. He escorted y'all. So everybody now should be good. Everybody now should understand, like, poly, I'm not bashing it. You can't bash it. You can't shame it. It is what it is. If you got the skills to pay the bills, then hey, kudos. But even if you got the skills to pay the bills, know that the women is controlling the show. And I'm not cool. No alpha or sigma male is cool with a woman having that much control over anything. Because we know that woman is designed to 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 kill it with their own hands. It's a verse, it's a scripture that tell you women would tear the whole shit down with their own hands, bro. No cap. No cap. You know what I mean? So we ain't cool with having a woman with all that power. And I told y'all, I opened up, I went behind the scenes today and I told y'all niggas bro, it's nothing to me. I tell you, I don't walk on eggshells, bro. I don't walk on eggshells, nigga. I tried this shit. Me and Mr.Goodbread, we tried this shit. This shit trash. Cause
Yeah, but
we got to be too sneaky, you know what I mean? We can't be vulnerable to this bitch. Cause Ms. Goodbread gonna be the virtuous woman. And then the next chick, the only chick that you gonna get, cause you never, you a liar if you try to tell me you're gonna get two virtuous women to play this game with you. Two virtuous women not gonna play this game with you. Hold on, bro. Because of one virtuous woman got the skills to pay all of the bills. And she's submissive. She wants you to win. So you don't with one chick like that, you don't need two chicks. Only how you gonna be able to pull this off is with your main shorty and a modern woman, bro. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. You let a modern woman in any equation, and they're gonna fuck it up. Can I tell you the truth? Can I tell you the truth?
But check
Told the
it out
truth.
though. And see,
Yeah,
it
Tim.
goes back. It goes back to tradition, man. And see, they made pimping illegal, and they put hoeing on a pedestal. They made hoeing a culture, and they made pimping legal. So this is what happened. This is where we get to dysfunction from, because you could have a bottom bitch that control your hoes for you. You see what I'm saying? You could choose one, and then you could have more, but the one that you know what I'm saying, the one that the first lady and shit control the staff. You see what I'm saying? You can have a staff a whole, you can have a company a whole. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, nowadays, like masculinity is labeled as toxic and all of this shit, and like doing manly things to get you locked up. You see what I'm saying? Like, so, reacting in a way where it's just, weird shit and shit is just fucking weak and unnatural. Like a nigga would just like step over that shit or kick that shit through the fucking wall or some shit. Like, yeah, you get locked up. Like, it's illegal to be a man. So it's by design, man. society, man. The whole thing, man. It is like from top to bottom, you know, overhaul.
That's a fact, Tio. I get exactly what you're saying. It was a little blurry, but I caught it. And pretty much what you're saying is it's rare to find a woman that's humble enough to hold you down. A lot of women is selfish, and a lot of women have that selfish bone in their body. And that's not going to work if you're looking for a poly relationship. And then you got your main chick, guys. And if you got your main chick, how much of that world do you want to show your main chick? Because you know the statistics show that niggas end up with no chicks, bro. Trying that with a main chick that's not ready, you'll end up with no chicks, bro. These bitches will be fucking with each other, and you won't have nobody. But go ahead, y'all. Who next?
Yeah,
JJ,
man.
we gonna let Zone close that right now. Zone Rookie of the Year. JJ, hit him up, JJ. You've been on fire this stream too, JJ, with the motherfucking verses, bro. JJ, let them know what you feel, bro.
Yeah. Well, you know, I've turned down cougars. I've turned down single mothers. I've turned down former crushes. I know I'm a handsome man, but God, Lord, you know, I ain't no simp. I can't simp.
Let's go, JJ. Let's go.
In the Bible, and I've been through some things with some women, and some things been just brought to me from the Bible. And the more I read the Bible, you know, I quit going to church because I'm in the church at home. The church is in your heart. Learned this years ago. They want to enforce and indoctrinate this God. You got to go to church. That's a lie. Now, your church is in your heart. Have church in your heart. True church is in your heart. Not some lying indoctrination camped by these government ordained pastors. Y'all got to listen to and find wisdom of learning the difference between God ordained pastors and government ordained. Who run the government? I asked that question earlier for a reason. If you don't know that difference, then you lost. And these reprobates, you cannot help them. In God's eyes, they're lost causes. So why are they shaming us for having standards? Whether you're trying to live right as a man or a woman, why are they trying to shame us? And you weak women, you need to stand up and try to do better, or you're going to be lost. Get under the covering of a good man, or you just going to be wandering in the wilderness. And you good men, you're going to wind up the same way. Same way. If you ain't under the cover of God, you lost. And if you women ain't under the cover of man, a good man, you're going to be lost. I mentioned the order of man and woman, God, man and woman. Ephesians 5:22 through 32. Then if you read on in the chapter 6, verses 1 through 4, that explains more. Okay? They come out under thy mother, thy father. Well, the mother and father ain't supposed to provoke the children to anger either. That's why I quit going to church. They was only teaching one half of truth. Half truth is ain't nothing but the lie without the complete truth being told, or mixed up truth in the middle of a bunch of lies. Still a lie. Deception is to use a little bit of truth to confuse you with a bunch of mess that ain't true. I land the plane with that.
No doubt, JJ. I appreciate you, my brother. Thanks for coming out today, man. Much love, bro. Zone, take it away, man.
Yeah, OKL, The Bell, Daniel Brown, KDH, Nisha Wisdom, Mr.Goodbread, This the Righteous Fear. Yeah. Hey, so, look, man, when it comes to this whole poly situation, be careful, because you know these chicks, They get mad at you. They get upset with the way that you run in your household, the way that you run in the ship, the way that you run in the situation. They know where to go to find a Pookie and Ray Ray and infiltrate the castle and try to put a new king on the throne. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They know how to do that. That's their specialty. And we gotta be careful with putting all this emphasis when it comes to sex and all that. Like, you guys, you're supposed to have sex. It's normal, okay? So you know what I'm saying? Like, don't dudes that it's no different. A dude that's smashing 365 days a year and a dude that's smashing once a year. It's no different. It's no different. You got one mission. That's to provide for your family, be the overseer, be the protector. That's your mission. The more that you focus on all these different women, the less you get to focus on your mission. And at this age that I'm about to step into now, 35 next week, you know, I'm old. I'm old now. You know, it's this chick that I had a little thing with in middle school. Her name Jasmine. I think her birthday's right around the corner too. I think she just got her master's or something like that. She posting all these pictures on Facebook because she got a nice shape and shit, right? And I'm looking at them titties like, God damn, we've been on Facebook 20 years already. We old as fuck. And she's still doing this shit. So, again, y'all be careful. Find you one solid chick, because we don't have all the time in the world. And don't follow these trends. Don't follow these trends. This poly stuff is not for you. It's not for everybody. It's really not. So that's all I got, y'all.
Yo, Zone, man, salute to you, man. You's a blessing. You's a blessing. And I got my motherfucking brother only right, my boy OK Izzy, come through on an Abraham stream. When we talking about the cover, me and OK Izzy, we made the cover, bro. We made the cover, bro. OK Izzy, what's going on, bro?
What's that? What's going on, panel? How y'all doing, man?
Salute.
Salute.
OK Izzy, the dean, the motherfucking dean, the right hand man.
That's
what's
right.
going on, my guy?
Everything good, man. You know, a nigga just been big time a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta do that. You gotta lead by example sometimes. Most of the times, as a matter of fact. And that's just what I'm doing right now. I'm very MGTOW right now, guys. It's just a lot of things going on that I got to get in line. And men know that whether it's dire in a good way or a bad way, we know that we just got to get on our shit, focus in, and do what we need to do. So that's just what OK Izzy is doing right now. That's why y'all ain't see the whole stage in a few shit like that. But besides that, I don't want to make this about me. Besides that, man, great title, great show, great fucking spill. Zone always coming with the facts. And I love Zone's perspective. I love his perspective. I do got to give JJ his flowers, man. JJ, I've been watching. I've been seeing the shows. JJ, I don't know, Goodbread. I think he might be the new Bible guy. I think JJ the new. I don't know, man. I think JJ the new Bible guy because he come with the scriptures. He break it down beautifully and easily. Every time somebody try to challenge him, he always come with the scriptures and he come with nothing but truth and diligence. I fuck with it, man. I love what the righteous fear is doing. Man.
Yes. This is the real unity. This is the real build. Go ahead, OK, man.
Fact.
Appreciate that. Appreciate it.
No cap, man. You know, you're going to get your flowers when it's due, man. You going to get them.
I think OK, the truth.
Check it out, though. Check it out. No, check it out, though, man. I wanna start off by saying this as far as, like, just the title and the subject matter of the show. The meek shall inherit the earth. So
Yes,
a lot of
sir.
people don't understand what the meek means. Meek is
Right.
not rich, you know what I'm saying, as far as like got all the money and the chains and the gold. Meek is not somebody who's fucking all the bitches. Meek is not some girl who's independent, strong, and got all her money together and going on hot girl summers. That's not the meek. When God said
Right.
the meek shall inherit the earth, it's exactly what Mr. Goodbread is talking about. Family order, the people that are doing what they need to do, regardless of their circumstance or situation, because there's a way to
Oh,
live. There's a way
Meek
to
are
live.
not pushovers either.
You heard me?
let's
They're humble.
go. Let's
Listen, listen,
go.
listen. There's a way to live, and nobody. I don't know who the fuck told you the way to live is to get rich, and that's the only way you can live. There is a
Nope.
way to live, and I don't give a fuck what situation you in. There's a way to live, whether you're rich, poor, middle class, whatever the case may be. We have a blueprint. That's why I started off by saying the meek shall inherit the earth. The meek is the people who understand the way to live. All right. Polyamory or polygamy is not for everybody. We understand that, but that's a part of the meek as well. So if Mr. Goodbread or you know what I'm saying, Zone are successful enough to have, you know, the queen that they have in their life, and also expounding God's word, you know what I'm saying, that you know that's it is what it is. But the black community can't handle men like us. The black community can't handle that reality, and we understand that as men. That's why what Zone was saying, just focusing on one girl, focusing on one person. We got too much shit going on. I say go MGTOW, and I might be biased because of the simple fact that I ain't got no children right now, and I don't have a wife or whatever the case is. But I'm just speaking from my perspective, man. The meek shall inherit the earth, and the meek, wherever you living at or however you living, bro, you
The
just got.
truth were proof. My nigga OJ said, yo, and I might be biased. That's accountability, boy. Let's go.
Yeah, you hear me? Like I said, man, the meek is who living right and who living according to the order of righteousness, and that's what's right. Okay, and that's what's right. You got a whole bunch of these high value talking points right now. Take away the high value from your brain right now, and think about the meek, the people that live right. You could have a milli, you could have 100K, you can have 10K, you can have zero in your bank account, but there's a way to live, bro. There is a way to live.
That's a fact, okay? I don't understand what's wrong with y'all, son. Y'all niggas
Let
be
me
saying
tack
shit.
something on what
Y'all
he
say
said.
shit just to hear
Is
yourself
that my
say it.
guy?
Y'all niggas be talking about high value. Y'all niggas be talking about all this and that, and y'all give these fancy names. Whatever happened to just being an alpha male, yo?
Right. You
Whatever
feel me?
happened
What?
to just
Right.
being a man?
Right.
Let me
Being a
tack
man.
something
Y'all
on to
niggas
what my
call
brother said.
yourself whatever the trend is. Whatever the trend is, a passport bro, a red pill
Uh-huh.
man, a MGTOW man, a
Uh-huh.
this, a that.
Pro-black.
Whatever
Pro-black.
happened, pro-black,
Pro-black. You could name it.
pan-African.
You
Why
could
you
name it.
can't just
Good
be a
bread.
man, my
You
nigga?
could name it, bro. And each
Go.
one of these programs, pro-black, pan-African, all of them got your simps, your beta males, your alphas in there, and your neutral niggas. Like you can find a hierarchy in each one of these shits. AKA, you can find the meek in one of these shits. You can find the Lucifer in each one of these shits, and you can find the dude that's just the poor nigga from the red pill community. That's the nigga that's not getting no pussy. From a life standpoint, that's the nigga that ain't getting no money. And from the high value standpoint, that again, like that's just the simp. So that there's a hierarchy in this shit, and you got to understand where the meek stand. Once you go with God, and once you understand the alignment of what Mr. Goodbread talks about, then you understand where we're coming from. Don't get
Let me
offended by the message. Understand where we coming from when we spit that message.
let me tack something on, brother. A true value of a person on the inside, not by what he has. Now, on the other hand, you know a person by their fruits, right?
Right.
You know the person by the fruit. But how do they get the fruit is how you have to determine that person. The love of money is the root of all evil. It's not having money. Having money is not a sin in itself.
Yeah,
But if you don't have integrity, that means you don't care how you get the money.
And hey, JJ, keep your thought. But this is why I like JJ. I say this all the time. Motherfuckers be like, money is the root to all evil. Stop saying it wrong. The love of money is the root to all evil. Money is just a tool. You get it twisted. Goodbread says this beautifully. Your money is your foot soldier. You're supposed to send him out, and what Goodbread? Bring the soldiers back in.
Bring the soldiers back in, baby.
It wasn't never meant to be evil, but you turned it evil because you loved it.
Right.
Go ahead, JJ. Go ahead.
It's funny to me because the most wickedest people tell you the money is the root of all evil. But then those be modern women who want to be independent and chase this bag. I thought you said money is the root of all evil. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, we ain't done yet.
Sugar Bomb can't stand the future debate. You'll never stand up past the first paragraph.
No, but remember, man. Remember, JJ. Remember, JJ. The man is the tree of life, and not all branches have green leaves on them. Some of the leaves be brown, and they got to fall off.
Yeah.
Yo, exactly. I want to give a big shout out to all the women, all the real women that support the truth, y'all. I fucks with y'all, yo. Mr.Goodbread fucks with y'all. I'm not gonna pander to y'all. This is a male space, but y'all are invited. Remember that.
And it's that simple, man. It's that
Y'all
simple.
Y'all finna laugh at me. How can we get it confused between low-hanging fruit and fruit that already done fell on the ground and rotten?
Man, Goodbread, come on, Goodbread. You know we did this twice. Do we got to bring it back?
Too nice, bro. You already know, okay?
That's why I ain't gonna lie. We might have to bring JJ up with us when we do the next one, man. For real, bro.
That's a fact, though. But y'all, we got to get up out of here. If anybody got anything else to add it now. And if not, we just gonna be up out of here. It was an extremely important stream. Why polygamous relationships don't work in the Black community. We've had an adult conversation tonight. So even if you don't like what you heard, but you watched the whole stream, understand that you way better off than you were yesterday. Even if you don't like what you heard, you were able to endure some new information. And in order to win, because remember, you can educate your way out of any circumstance. But in order to win, you got to be continuously learning. The world evolves every 24 hours of the day. So if you stuck on some shit you learned back in 1991,
that's when I was born.
and I hope God with you.
Y'all finna laugh at me again. Let me make y'all laugh again. It's real bad when even Umar Johnson now is a passport girl.
God damn.
My beautiful sisters, my queens, my sister Buttermother Caramel. You need to listen to Dr. Umar, the intercontinental Prince of Pan-Africanism.
King Kong consciousness. What's up with your school,
with
man?
that bullshit, bro.
What's up with your school?
The intercontinental Ifatunde. Shut up.
Baba Tunde.
Yo, salute to my sisters, though. My sisters, my real sisters. Y'all already know. What's crazy is, right? Us men, we like to feel how we want to feel, right? But the success of this channel thrive on you real sisters. The success of this channel is in y'all hands, yo. So make us proud, sis. Make us proud, real sisters. Make us proud and help us pop this channel, y'all.
No cap.
Like, share, subscribe. Man, I fuck with y'all, man. I love y'all, man. I'm choking on my own food. I'm eating. KDH ain't blow me up tonight, but I'm eating.
Yo, and
we know that, Goodbread.
I want to share this one thing too. So just so y'all understand that this is not a bullshit space. So I was watching the Angry Man a couple days ago, and Angry Man was talking about how since he has 500,000 subs, he now basically he said, I'm not like the rest of you YouTube niggas. I have a YouTube representative, so when I have a problem with YouTube, I just reach out to the representative and they fix it for me. And he's not only that, the representative said that only, I think it's 10%. There's millions of YouTube channels. Only 10% of those YouTube channels have more than 10,000 subs. And it's not all about the sub count, because there's good information everywhere, but let that sink in. This is a 10% channel. Only 10% of YouTube channels in existence have more than 10,000 subs. So y'all know when y'all come here, y'all see the homie Goodbread on the screen chopping it up, you know you got to be a hell of a guy to be in that 10%. So just y'all let that sink in.
Zone, that was real information, because I just now saw that. I just now saw that, yo. I saw a TubeBuddy video on that, and that's real, bro. But y'all already know this channel, God's gonna show you the result. God say touch every spirit, so you ain't got to worry about me, bro. My results speak for itself. My receipts speak for itself, guys, and that's how it is. Because when a nigga like me come through with receipts, they try to change the rules. But we're not going to let them change the rules, guys. I love y'all, yo. I really love y'all, man.
Likewise.
Understand, bro. I don't think y'all understand, because y'all not used to niggas really loving y'all without y'all spending y'all money. I love all of y'all, bro. I love all my Righteous Fear members. I love all my Goodbreads, bro. And if you go back on my channel, and you hear my endings, I say that a lot. I'm not being phony. I understand that fake is the new real, bro. But understand, when you get Mr. Goodbread, bro, that verse that I read to y'all, bro, about this verse right here, I understand my task and my mission, and I understand what I'm going to get for my task and my mission. And what I'm going to get for my task and my mission don't need me to extort y'all. Cause y'all, I just need y'all attention. I don't need y'all money, bro. I tell y'all, hold your money, invest your money on you. I praise Zone has spent about $100 here at the channel, making sure I'm good, making sure I get paid for the time I spend in. That's God bless him in a way that I don't know. All I know is that Zone hit me with $5, $10 every fucking stream. You see how it works, guys? It all works. It's a cycle, guys. And this is the system that we need to create. We need to stop distracting ourselves with this systematic racism and this systematic poverty shit. And we need to create our own systems. And that's going to be created in loving each other, not hating on motherfuckers, bro.
Exactly.
Not being jealous of motherfuckers, bro.
And don't take that advice from Steve Harvey and Umar Johnson.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, man.
Only take advice from people that got the results, bro. That's what JJ talking. JJ, you a fool.
Yes, he is, man. Yes, he is. Fucking student of the year. God damn it.
Well,
man,
I got a favorite quote behind a lot of stuff I was saying. When they bring the stupidity, I bring the sarcasm. No kidding.
Bars.
No, that's a fact. I just want to say this though, man. The same look. Like you, and I know you motherfuckers gonna chastise me, but I'm gonna say it, man. Modern women, y'all got a lot of motherfucking simps supporting y'all, okay? So the minimal support that Mr. Goodbread gets, just understand it. It's like, look how much we appreciate it without the compensation and the capital that we're building from it, as opposed to the OnlyFans and this just false attention that you get. So we appreciate the attention that we do get on this side from the ladies. We appreciate it. Even one lady can show up in the chat and we will appreciate that tenfold. You know what I'm saying? And it's a reality because of the dynamics, but it's very appreciated, man. So like he said, man, support the page, man. Listen to what that brother got to say. Don't judge him off of what you see. Judge him off of what's the truth. You understand me? That's just simply what it is, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, son, I don't even know what to say. We were supposed to end this shit 10 minutes ago, guys. We gotta get the fuck out of here, guys. We out of here, guys. All right, y'all.
I blame JJ.
I blame you, okay? Okay came with the heat. Yo, it's crazy. The zone threw gas on the shit. The zone threw mad gasoline and stuck the match.
Gas it up, son.
You know what I mean?
Gas
JJ threw some gasoline on it, and then motherfucking OK came. When we thought we put the fire out, he came and reunited. Incredible, bro.
It's the Holy Spirit. It's the Holy Spirit.
It's the Holy Spirit, though. No lie, though. No lie.
Yeah, man.
No lie. It's in tune, man. It's definitely in tune, bro. It's up, bro. It's up from here, guys. Oh, y'all like that artwork right there, too, right there. That was nice right there, boy.
Yes, sir.
Great night. Great night. Great night.
I'd like to come up on another live stream. It's past my bedtime and everything. My dog already asleep because she know when her bedtime is.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it.
Let me get out of here. See y'all in a minute.
All right.
We out. Peace.